$26, $30, $34, $38, $42. Fair warning, $46, $50, $60, $70, $75. Fair warning.
Perfect. Looks like we are right on time. Right on time to catch some Atari block, am I right? Woo! You got an ad for the stream, really? You shouldn't know. No such thing as ads for this stream.
$14.
Oh, I turned on monetization. Whoops, sorry.
Fair warning.
Hey-o. Greg's making 40 cents off you. Sorry, dude.
Next lot.
I always have
$22,
monetization off for the stream. It's so funny. Like as soon as I accidentally click it on, you immediately notice you got an ad.
$46.
Yeah, just fully not worth having monetization on for live streams because, like, you know, who gives a shit? And most statistics show that if you get fed an ad before entering a live stream,
$2.
a lot of people just leave. You know, like obviously some of you guys are continual viewers and shit, but say someone just clicks on the stream and they don't really know what to expect or something, and then they get fed an ad, like they're just leaving. So, you know, it is there's no net positive to having ads run when live streaming, in my opinion. And maybe Twitch pays a ton for them if you have a ton of viewers, but like, there's just no, you don't make enough money for how negative they are.
Next lot. $75.
Oh. But welcome in, everybody.
$85.
Welcome in.
$95.
Yeah, how quiet's my mic? Thank you for bringing that up, Quills. Quick Blue, welcome. Goob Noob, Timothy Skull, Easy Odin, Renex Machina. Hockey guy. Yes, how quiet is the mic? I put it on the armbar.
$2.
I've owned an armbar for a long time.
$4.
And now I finally put it back on, so like I could have you guys right here if you want, if this is a better experience for the live stream. But I decided to just throw it back on the mic, but I wanted to make sure that it's going to be closer to my face, so I turned down some settings, that's all. So if it is indeed too frickin' quiet, I can turn the gain up really quiet. I mean, I can, yeah, I'll take a peek here.
Fair $36.
I just go ahead and turn the gain up a little bit. My biggest concern was I don't want it to start clipping. I think peaking, sorry, I don't want it to start peaking. So if you guys notice any peaking whatsoever, just let me know. New mic who dis, you know what I mean? So I just turned up the gain on the mic a little bit. Hopefully that makes it a little bit better, because I did turn down a few settings. Clipping is just, or peaking. Why do I call it clipping? Jesus. Peaking is just so awful on a mic. I freaking hate it.
$70.
Elijah Lewis, $4.99. Enjoy some ad revenue. Timothy, $5. Here's your free ad money. There we go. There we go. Thank you both so much. See, like, why run ads, right? Ads just make people hate you. You turn off the monetization, and the good people of the chat help throw you some money.
$16. $20.
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate both you guys. Thank you for being here on this Tuesday for another Heritage Auction. So, Goob there, you asked what the highlights are. I mean, I don't know if 9.8A++ Arceus is a highlight. But it has to be one of the, we don't see a whole lot of 9.8A++ decent Switch titles come through Heritage yet. There's also
$34.
I actually didn't see much in the way of vintage stuff today. That's exciting. But what I did see was, okay, these are 2 Euro copies of Ages and Seasons. They're both 90s. At first, I thought they were the same exact 2 copies of Oracles and Seasons, but these are Euro copies followed up by a Game Boy Color, which I believe it's sealed. Sealed, but kind of beat. So that'll be interesting to see what it does. It's sitting at 516 right now. And then also, there's some more high VGA, Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance, as well as... One of the big highlights for me is this today. 95 plus on New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Pretty, yeah, there we go, Goob. You saw it too, man. 95 plus on New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It's sitting at 690 right now.
$50.
So, I don't know.
$60.
I don't know where the hell this thing lands. But that is a mighty, mighty grade on a mainline Mario there. It's a made in USA. Getting a made in Japan on this one's very, very low pop for some reason. That was close. A lot of games.
$36.
Let's get the pop report there on New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Why did I sign in? I don't even need to be signed in.
$48. $55.
Nintendo Wii. What is it? New Super Mario Bros. What the hell is it called? Why can't I think what it's called now?
$30.
New Super Mario Bros. Wii. There's 134 copies. The made in Japan only has 13 for some reason. There's only 13 Japan copies versus 98 of the USA. So I don't know.
$50.
Japan clearly has something going on there. It's a different, like, I don't. Is that a product code, satellite code? I don't remember the actual name for that there. But it's completely different from the USA one as well, with the foil case. All it says is made in Japan foil. These say made in Japan foil red case. I'm like positive that this is a
next lot
foil red case as well, Japan there. Yeah, Alma, right. You have the Japan one, so pretty positive it's the exact same. Part code. Thank you, Inazuma. That 95 plus there is going to be kind of crazy.
$40.
Pretty much all of the MIJ copies are uncommon for Wii. Yeah, it seems to be a little bit, hey?
Fair warning.
Yeah, MIJ would be all zeros across power collectors. That next one in the product code there is that third digit being a 1 signifies made in USA. Yo, Pokeneer, welcome, man.
Fair warning.
So yeah, I'm excited to see where that goes. Honestly, you can still go to the store and buy Switch games that can grade 9.8 to A++ if you scrutinize all the copies in stock. Yes, absolutely. Your package is arriving tomorrow. Very nice. Yeah, you definitely can. OnlyFans donations going on for sure. Yo, decaps. Absolutely. Just bought a Wii U literally minutes after the eShop closed. Randall, I'm excited to see what happens to the Wii U now and stuff following the closures. Like, in my mind, it seems like there's a ton of hype built up right now that, like, probably isn't going to sustain itself the next 5 months. Like, I assume it's going to go something like this, where we go sharp up, then down, and then back to a bit of a level ground. But the level ground is going to be higher than what it was initially, but not by the extremes we're seeing right now. That's my guess anyway, as to what happens with Wii U and 3DS here over the next 6 months.
$6.
I assume for many people, this is going to end up being one of the worst times they possibly could have bought, but that's what happens with all this FOMO type shit when we have, like, you know, the whole gaming sphere focusing in on one thing. Like, all of YouTube was covered with this, right? So,
$12.
I mean, now is a pretty decent time, decaps. Wii U is hot, man. Wii U is hot. But yeah, you for sure can go to Target, Walmart, whatever, and get yourself a... You can get yourself 9.8 A++ Wii games, for sure. You absolutely can. But like you said, Skull, you really have to scrutinize every single copy. You have to go talk to the employee. Like, you have to put some effort in. You just can't take the first one at the store. But you still can do it. Absolutely. It is worth pointing out, which, you know, unless you're buying a first print that's out of production at this point, you probably shouldn't spend too much. But, like, you know, this is what? This is Legends Arceus coming up? There's a point where I would just purchase it too, at 9.8 A++ versus trying to do it myself. Like, if you actually want the mint copy, let's say you pay $200 US for it, right? Sending in any copy of Arceus Legends is going to cost you around $100 by the time you buy it and send it in. So, like, you know what I mean? So long as the premium you're paying is within an understandable range, then whatever.
$34, $36.
That convenience is fully worth something, in my opinion.
$40.
With Atari here, I haven't mentioned a single frickin' game, but Dig Dug was a 9.6 A+ there, went for 228. I'm just looking for anything that kind of broke $100. Moon Patrol 9.6 A+ went for 139. River Raid 9.6 A+, 192. Some of the 9.6 A+ aren't doing too bad on on Atari today. Solaris didn't break 100, 9.6 A+.
$30.
Miranda just brought me some 9.6 A+ vegetables there, so I can be a healthy boy while I stream.
Fair warning.
Sword Quest Fire World. I think the Sword Quest games are really freaking cool. 7.0 A plus there goes for $71. Blueprint, I don't even know if we've seen it before. Oh, it's 5,200. That's why I don't recognize it. We genuinely might not have seen it before. 8.5 A plus goes for $159. And now here we are at Mountain King. Another Atari 5200 game. We don't see a lot of 5200 in general at all. So.
Fair warning.
That is the update on Atari.
Next lot. $46.
Send your Wii U to Heritage, time to get paid? Yes. Yes. Would a Wii U even perform on Heritage? I almost feel like you have to go, like,
$70.
I don't know. A graded Wii U on Heritage. Is that the right clientele?
Fair warning.
Maybe. That's a tough one.
$80.
Graded Wii U's in general are a tough one. You're just going to buy a 9.8 A++ Tears of the Kingdom rather than trying to buy one for yourself? Yeah, exactly. Like, that convenience versus putting in the effort yourself for $100, just like, or, you know, even if it's $150, like, it costs you $250 to get it. It's just like, A lot of people who really criticize the graded games and everything, or like Switch graded games,
$4, $6, $8, $10.
Don't realize that for some people, like, their time is just worth more than that. You know what I mean? They just, like, you just make enough money to where, yeah, I'm just gonna have someone else do that for me, and I will pay them the premium. And that doesn't mean anyone's getting scammed in that transaction. It's just like, there's someone willing to pay for convenience, and someone willing to put their time towards getting the result for the person who wants the convenience. And that's perfect.
$32, $34.
You'll try for a 100 and fail? Yes, he will. Yeah, Hockey Guy, I haven't seen the Canada pre-order either for the Tears of the Kingdom Switch. Or are you doing Tears of the Kingdom Collector's Edition on that one?
$42, $44, $46.
Which one were you asking about?
$48.
Tears of the Kingdom Switch console. Yeah, I saw the USA Best Buy today, but did not see the Canada one yet. I don't know if I want to get a Canada one even. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. The next game coming up here is kind of big. Donkey Kong 9.8 on Intellivision. 9.8 NS. It's already sitting at $400. I'm pretty positive Donkey Kong on Intellivision is very, very common. But even so, with these old shitty games, like getting 9.8 on them is not that easy. So, we'll see. We'll see what this one does. Oh my god, we probably have a pop report, don't we? Why am I pontificating here?
$420.
Intellivision. Donkey Kong. There's 23 out of 338. I can't believe there's 338 of these submitted. Oh my god. Oh, 338 of these were sent in. So the 9.8 goes for $528. But still, right? 338. Like I said, only 23 9.8. So it's a less than a 10% there. It's hitting on like 6.57%. So even with case fresh, right? Like, $80. Fuck me, that's so many Donkey Kong sent in. Wow. That's crazy. So NES starts now with 10-yard fight.
$90. $95.
That's crazy. That's a lot of Donkey Kong. Way more than I expected. 10-yard fight, complete in box, hang tab, 6.5 box on it.
Next lot. $140.
Yeah, there's a Tears of the Kingdom Switch console in OLED. Greg, everyone's getting scammed. Ever heard of money laundering? You know what? You know what, Bird Dog? I have never heard of money laundering so much in my life over the past couple of years. Kind of crazy. You'd swear it didn't even exist, and now it's all now everyone's a certified expert on money laundering. 10-yard fight closes at $119 there. Abadox is a 9.4 A+. I do not have a Tears Collector's Edition either. Decaps. I'm more interested in getting, the physical game Collector's Edition versus the console, but we'll see. It's a 6.5 skull. Oh, sorry, 6.5 on it. I also think it's not a bad price just to get yourself a secured, complete in box, hang tab, black box. I think it's a fine price as well.
Fair warning.
Abadox at $204 there. Here's the 9.0 A copy, selling for not that much under, actually. $204 and $159 respectively. 9.4 A plus versus 9.0 A CGC. A lot of money for the CGC copy there, considering the gap in grade. Bayou Billy, another
Fair warning.
CGC copy here, 9.4A.
$260. $280.
Is rectangle
Fair
versus
warning.
oval versus square a print run? What do you mean, power collectors?
Next lot.
Rectangle, oval, square.
$140.
Bayou Billy 9.4 closes at 312 there into Baseball Simulator 1.000.
$150.
9.0A on it. I always look for their pop information in the side
Fair
here,
warning.
but that, with CGC, I guess, yeah, they aren't going to have that there.
Next lot. $12.
Super Junk, you asked if I know about the Japan auction coming up in October. Yes,
$16.
yes, I do. That's going to be exciting, as well as the PC big box auction,
Fair warning.
as well as all of the other signature and
$20.
showcase auctions that you can find in the description of the video. Of course, tonight's auction is sponsored by Heritage
Fair
Auctions.
warning.
Huge thanks to them. Huge thanks to you guys being here. If you're looking to get consignment into any of the signature showcase auctions that are coming up, check the consignment deadlines and reach out sooner rather than later. The stuff does fill up. If you want to try and get placements
Fair
sooner
warning.
rather than later when you reach out, the next signature auction is going to be in July.
Next
Consignment
lot.
deadline is June 6th. And then, yeah, a bunch of the other showcase auctions are still coming up, including 6th Generation Beyond, PC Showcase, and the Japanese auction in October. There's also a Complete in Box Showcase auction. So if you have some high-grade
$220.
Complete in Box games, might be worthwhile to put them into the showcase auction there. They might do very well. Any other questions regarding the consignment process? Videogames at ha.com. Use the
$260.
little link here. Use the little appraisal link. Use the referral link. It really
Fair
helps me
warning.
out. You can get yourself free appraisals. See what Heritage thinks.
$300.
Huge thank you to them sponsoring, and huge thanks to you guys being here tonight.
Fair warning.
Good plug. Good plug. Baseball
Next
Simulator
lot.
went for $169. Captain
$80.
Skyhawk $63. Oh my god, that's kind of funny.
$90.
$63 for Cap. That's like one of the lowest selling NES games I think we've ever seen.
Fair warning.
Caveman Games 9.4A, not easy to find, 336. Circus
$100.
Caper. I think this is also low key hard to find. It's an 8.0.
Fair
Just gonna
warning.
check the pop report on this.
Next lot. $140.
Yeah, there's 10 of Circus Caper. I mean, not really a game many people care about, but $124 for it.
Fair warning. $180. Fair warning.
Yeah, rectangle seal of quality better than circle. Like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Undamned. You think you might pick it up? You have to wait a bit to get paid,
Fair
but that's the investable Switch. That's the investable Switch console you're looking for. The Mario one that just came out is cool, but the Zelda is something else. Yeah. Yeah, as far as limited edition
Fair warning.
consoles go, I would also rather have a Zelda than a Mario. Just seems like the Zelda consoles really hit. Like, they are really the ones that, you know,
Fair warning.
do well. Seems like every Zelda 3DS is just doing
$240.
fantastic, as well as the Zelda Wii U. What is the most expensive Wii U variant
Fair
right
warning.
now? That Zelda one really sticks out in my head. Maybe the
$260.
Smash Ultimate one as well?
Fair warning.
Jesus, you might be able to use
$280.
that link to get your Al Capone window appraised. You genuinely might be able to. Also,
Fair warning.
Cyber Stadium Base Wars here is still pushing. It's a 9.2A that is getting to a bit of a bidding fight here. You can see how many times they're letting this fair warning shot go.
Fair warning.
We're going up to 360 on the next bid here.
Next lot.
Finally, they let it go.
$12.
Base Wars closes at 336. Just do a quick pop report check on that as well.
$20.
That was a 9.2 CGC copy.
$36.
Base Wars, why did I... Oh my god.
$55.
It's probably under Cyber Stadium series. There it is, yeah.
$60.
10 of them. 9.2 would put it as the 4th highest graded copy across the WATA pop
warning.
report. So, nice copy of the game.
Next
Go,
lot.
Jose! One of the biggest ones I'm excited for
$95.
today is a 95
$120.
plus New Super Mario Bros. Wii. That's going to be exciting. It should be exciting anyway. We'll see what happens with it.
Fair warning.
There's not a whole lot to get excited about in the vintage stuff today. I think there's a Street Fighter 9.4, which is pretty solid on Super Nintendo. Yeah, 9.4A made in Japan Street Fighter 2. That's at $1,100 right now. But a lot of the
Next
better
lot.
stuff that I saw was more of the modern stuff today. Believe it or not.
$150.
Magic Darts is back. Highest graded copy out of just 2. I was going to say, the first time this sold, I remember
Fair warning.
Supyo. I think it was you. You were kind of excited about it, saying it was difficult to get. It sold pretty strong the first time around, if I remember correctly. We'll see if
Fair
it can
warning.
replicate now.
100,
Because we had the first copy come to market, which always, you know, always usually gets a little bit of a bump. Now we have the highest graded copy coming.
Fair warning.
Oh, it wasn't even the first. We actually first saw it in,
$60.
we saw the same copy of Magic Darts sell twice, I guess. $900 on Comic
Fair
Connect.
warning.
Did it go to Comic Connect in March? Someone bought it off of Heritage and then sold it off of Comic Connect? Really? 504 Heritage and then
Fair
they flipped it on Comic Connect?
$300.
Really? February to March?
$20.
Huh. Did Comic Connect run an
Fair
auction
warning.
March 19th? Can anyone validate, confirm?
$340.
I usually don't see when Comic Connect runs their auctions or not.
Fair warning.
Here's the 9.4 anyway, so $500 is the floor on it.
Fair warning.
$500 is the floor. Wrong
Next
years.
lot.
Thank you, Rick. Wrong years.
$22.
No, Timothy, it's wrong years on it, but it has to be the same copy, but it's wrong years because I'm an idiot. So, thanks, Rick.
26, 30,
It's funny that you made
38,
fun of me for that
40,
earlier today
50,
as well,
60,
and then
$80.
you watched me fuck it up live. Yeah, wrong years. Sorry about that, folks.
Fair warning.
$900 back in 2022 turned into $500 in February 2023, which then turns into $400 for the highest graded copy the next time it comes up. So yeah, Magic Darts was unable to hold up at all.
$60.
You know, it just is what it is with these games where even if they're Pop 2, it's something that I've been... This is Ninja Kid 7.5. Very impressive. This is when I talked about when a 7.5 is like very acceptable. Ninja Kid in any grade CIB, the box was a 7.5 on this copy, I believe. That's a solid copy of the game there. Very hard game to get in any condition. All of these Bandai games are just like freaking hard to get. Power Punch 2, 8.5 A+.
Fair warning.
Yeah, something that I harp on a lot is that demand matters so much freaking more than rarity does. Because yeah, you can have a Pop 2 NES game, but like if no one gives a shit, no one gives a shit.
$70.
Pop 2 in itself isn't enough to make people just spend a ton of money. It just isn't.
Next lot. $22.
It's like one of the biggest things that you see so many of the Reddit collectors just like not be
$26.
able to comprehend. That like, oh my god, Pokemon games aren't rare, so they can't be valuable. But look at this game, look at this random game that no one cares about. Now that's something that should be valuable.
$70.
And it's just like...
$90.
It's just not how the world works.
Fair warning.
Yeah, unless they are sealed set collectors, exactly. And I mean...
$95.
Who's doing sealed NES sets, right? Hardly anyone. So, I mean, you could put it into a CIB set and just have yourself a nice factory sealed Magic Darts. There are going to be people who put sealed in place of CIB. But, like, outside of full set NES collectors, I would like to know how many people even know that Magic Darts exists. Let alone be willing to pay for one.
$22.
Yeah, I'm not to harp on Magic Darts. I get that, you know, there's tons of NES games like this. This isn't a Magic Darts specific issue here. It's just a good game to talk about with that mentality. Power Punch 2, 8.5 A+, goes for $192 there. I'm a bit surprised this game doesn't have a little bit more value behind it. It's always been a kind of cool one.
$90.
To me, anyway.
$100.
There's only 12 on the Pop Report. Yeah, it's a cool game.
$120.
$192 there for the CGC. Which has the nicer looking case, WATA or CGC? I mean... Oh boy.
$22.
As of right now, it's extremely close. I don't like this WATA case. I don't like this design. I think it's extremely bulky. I don't think it's like flattering or aesthetically pleasing. I love what they did with the label, but like like the CGC case has a ton more sleekness and actual aesthetic to it. I think the WATA label and information is better than CGC's, but you know, neither of them is like optimal. Even VGA has its issues, right? The VGA label's very scant and plain. So, like somewhere between... CGC is close to being like more optimal, I think. But We need to see what happens with the new WATA case. That'll be the big decider. Once WATA shows the new case, then I'll be able to reevaluate. But yeah, I don't have like a heavy favorite between Ski or Die 9.0 for $55. Oh, Jesus. 8.5, 9.4, 9.6. Ski or Die, not that easy to find if you're a complete in box NES guy. $55 to have yourself a mint one? Jesus. It's a good pickup for someone right there. Solar Jetman, $180 for the 9.4A there. Yeah, that is Skull. That's a snag on Ski or Die there.
$48, $55.
You're one of the few nerds who had the full set at one time, so you know that game, but I never hear anyone rave about it. Yeah, you never will. You never will. As far as I know, the biggest thing it has standing out for it is that it's one of very few games published by Romstar. It's like all I know about it, right? It's always stood out to me for that reason. But like, other than that, I don't think about it ever.
$5.
And welcome in, Chokeslam. Set collectors are just cooler than everyone else. Yeah. Set collectors are a dying breed, sup, yo. NES set collectors, man. They're a dying breed.
$95.
Yeah, as far as cases go, I don't have a heavy favorite. But, like, probably VGA, just because I've been around them for almost 10 years now. But between WATA and CGC, it's freaking close. CGC does a lot of things with their case that I do actually really like.
Next lot. $130.
So, I still need to hold one in my hands and stuff. Then will be the final say. Once I have one of these nice cases in my hand, I'll be able to finalize my opinion on them. I will say, you know, when they first revealed the CGC cases and it was like, like, it's grown on me. I will say that. The case has grown on me. Simply being exposed to it more has, like, I guess, raised my opinion of it. Maybe it's just starting to look more normal. I don't know. Some of the designs, like, some games look better than others in CGC cases as well, because of how the label stretches. Like, an NES game here, like, that looks pretty fucking solid. Some of them look worse than others. I will say that as well. Tetris 2, 9.6A plus there. Goes for $264. Tetris 2, very affordable. Very affordable. Super Sprint, $159 there for 7.5A. To the Earth is a 7.5B.
$26.
How much to get me to shill a game you're selling? The game is World Darts for Atari. Does World Darts on Atari have any value to begin with?
Next lot. $320.
You like the bulkier cases? Feels more like a museum piece?
Fair warning.
Which will happen first? Gamer Stonks, VGA Pop Reports, or my collection tour?
$160.
There's the real bet. Wow, what a great line right there.
$180.
Wooden Water Rage, what is it? Town and Country, Surf Designs. There it is, Town and Country.
$60.
9.0A goes for $372. Town and Country has like a cult following, I guess I could call it. I don't really know. A lot of people like this game for some reason. Never one that stood out to me for any reason. Why do people like this one? Does anyone know? What's the deal with Town and Country? $372 there. Twin Cobra 9.6A plus, 288. Uninvited 9.4B plus. 7 on the Pop Report.
$420.
Cool game here and Uninvited.
$460. Fair warning. $500.
The CGC case sucks. It's so light, it feels cheap. I'm curious about that too, Decaps. How much lighter the WATA case is going to be once it releases now. I've heard the CGC case is light. I've heard that.
Fair warning. $700.
You want to reholder everything in CGC, but they don't support non-North American? Yes. Yeah, hopefully that's coming soon. David, like, hopefully they do other regions soon. Uninvited pushing its way did not. Almost $900. $840 on Uninvited. 9.8A plus here on the Wario's Woods too. Jeez. I think it's a great time to pick up a high-grade copy of Wario's Woods. They're selling like they're selling almost as cheap as the, well, I guess we'll see what this one sells for. But they were selling almost as cheap as they were selling for in like 2018. recently for your 9.8s or 9.68 pluses, VGA 85 plus, VGA 90 type copies. Like, the floor on Wario's Woods just plummeted. I get that it's common and everything, but, like, you know, Wario's Woods will always have value. It's a beautiful game. It's a beautiful game, and it features frickin' Wario. And it's the last officially licensed game. It's just, it has stuff going for it.
Fair warning.
Yeah, I want a price check on this uninvited Chokeslam. It seems very solid for a 9.4 B plus on it.
$850.
Like B plus seal rating, that seems solid. Wario's Woods, 468. We can price check on that too. Oh, Wizards and Warriors.
Fair warning.
2 graded higher out of only 15.
$950.
I was gonna say, I saw the price and I was like, oh my god, this must finally be a high-grade copy of Wizards and Warriors. We see a decent amount of these come up, but they're always like a 7.5 for some reason. So here's finally a nice copy of the game. Goes for $1,100. Let's start with uninvited though. Then we'll poke through some of those NES games that just went.
$50, $60, $70, $80.
Uninvited, I'm sure we've hardly ever seen it.
$100.
We actually just had 9.4A come up. February. So 1 month ago, almost 2 months ago, I guess at this point, 960 for the 9.4A. So the 9.4B plus at 840, yeah, that did pretty frickin' good. That did pretty frickin' good. If the 9.4A only brought in 960. And other than that, I mean, we haven't seen a copy since November 2021. So 2 copies came up in 2 months. But we only saw 3 copies in like 3 years. 4 years.
$55.
Yeah, in 4 years we saw 4 copies. Now we saw 2 copies in 2 months.
Fair warning.
Sometimes it just works like that. That's crazy. So yeah, $60. Uninvited, solid sale.
Fair warning.
Wario's Woods. What is happening with Wario's Woods here? This is the sale that had me saying that. 9.8 A++ went for fucking $456.
Fair warning.
Like, what? 9.8 A+, 432. Like, it just, what did this one sell for? $468. Yeah, like, I don't know.
$90.
Tonight's sale is a little bit higher than what we've been seeing, but the 9.8 A++ for $456 is just nuts.
Warning.
That is just, like, you know, you can get yourself a 9.6 A+ for $240. Like, it's getting ridiculous here on Wario's Woods. That is just silliness. Like I said, we're getting back to like 2017. You might have had to pay this.
$28.
So, things have gotten a little bit silly on Wario's Woods with how far it's going down.
$36.
Again, I understand it's a common game, but like, come on.
$48. $55, $65, $75.
The uninvited box is sturdy. Chemco made some sturdy boxes.
$80.
You bought your 9.6.8 plus for $350.
Fair warning. $85. Fair warning. $90.
Yeah, Wario's Woods, nice game. Nice game.
$95.
I can only imagine it'll pop back up in value. Feels pretty safe at those price points. You bought the Power Punch 2 Corn Rules. Very nice. I was just saying how it feels like this game should have a little bit more value behind it. $192. I mean, I don't think you can complain there. Simon Space, 18 frickin' months. Wow.
Next lot.
Thank you, dude. That's crazy.
$12.
Thank you, dude. And Skull joining into the Greg gang. Let's go. Much appreciated, Skull. Much appreciated. Long overdue.
Fair warning. $20.
Much appreciated. Thank you both. 18 months, Simon. Wow. That's wild. It's wild that, like, just wild that all of this has been going on for that long already. You know that the YouTube video, the YouTube channel and everything is like 2 years old, or over 2 years old now. It's just like, huh, kind of weird. It's one of those things where you're like, wow, time passes quickly. And it does, you know, it's kind of weird. Appreciate it, both of you. Much appreciated. Super Nintendo is about to start right now. We just have some loose Nintendo Power copies here. So maybe whoever, you know, like we were seeing so many of them getting graded. perhaps given
Next
the price
lot.
points. This is purely speculation by me,
$60.
but perhaps by some of the fuck off, Jesus. Perhaps some of the
$70.
price points that the lower grade Nintendo powers have been hitting have
$80.
finally gotten to a point where we're not sending these in anymore,
$95.
right? The 12 of them sold for $124.
Fair warning.
$10.
$100.
$10.
$100.
They sold for $10 a magazine. I don't know what kind of condition they're in. Average condition to excellent.
$120.
They look like they're all boarded, backed and boarded, it looks like.
Fair warning.
Each magazine is excellent condition. I mean,
Next
at $10 a book, I don't think you can go wrong.
$240. $280.
I do wonder if that's finally they stopped submitting them, just given how they had been performing. Or at least, you know, the books in the 7.0 to 8.0 range. Once you calculate in the grading fees and everything.
Next lot.
Yeah. Not great.
$600.
Dylan showed his face.
Fair warning.
Into CGC here with Super Nintendo
Next
Judge
lot.
Dredd.
$12.
From the Mark Friedman collection, actually. Damn. This is it's made in Mexico. Does Dredd have a Japan copy?
Fair warning.
$139 either way for Judge Dredd.
$16.
Killer Instincts 9.0A goes for $312. Mortal Kombat 8.5B still
Fair
$660. Damn, Mortal Kombat. Just a highly sought after Super Nintendo game for good reason.
95.
Wizards and Warriors was the other one we were going to take a peek at there. I forgot about that one.
$120.
And Chokeslam joined it into the YouTube members. Let's
Fair
go. The Greg gang is getting meaty. I think we're at like 60
Next
some
lot.
YouTube members. Maybe it's 70 right now.
$70.
Fucking huge, guys. Thank you so much. Welcome in, Chokeslam. Enjoy using your DK Oldies
warning.
emote. Oh, that's trash. Whoops. DK Oldies. There we go.
$80.
I need to see if I have new emote slots and like redo it all. But need to get there.
Fair warning.
What the hell is this variant I'm looking at? This license to acclaim
$85.
text. This is in regards to Wizards and Warriors.
Fair warning.
I'm not familiar with that variation.
lot.
License to acclaim text.
$950.
Regardless,
$1,300.
well, first let's watch Super Nintendo here. The Street Fighter 2 9.4A Japan copy. We'll see how this one does, and then we'll look at the Wizards
Fair
and Warriors comps there. Maybe one of you guys can answer what the
Next
hell
lot.
license to acclaim text means.
$110.
The Street Fighter did close at $1,560, 9.4A. We'll run a price check on that too. It feels strong. That feels like a good sale in my head, but we'll confirm. Wizards and Warriors 9.4A. We haven't seen a copy that nice since December. So we did just kind of have one with the license to acclaim. 1,680. Tonight's copy ended at 1,140. So down quite a bit from December, but we will see if anything happens.
$20. $24.
As a collector of Nintendo Power, those
$28.
prices are just about what you'd expect to pay on eBay, so those aren't deals or anything, just a fair price. Gotcha.
Fair warning. $32.
Gotcha.
$36.
Yeah, I know those Nintendo Powers are all
$40.
so condition sensitive now, so it's hard to gauge. Elysium, you just got back for CGC submission. We're gonna read that in just a second there.
Fair
You believe
warning.
it's somewhere on the back, just the back licensing text?
$48.
Supio, does it make it more or less desirable to have the licensing text? Like, is there a definitive first print on
$55.
Wizards and Warriors? I thought you have to have a no Rev A copy. Doesn't Wizards and Warriors have a no Rev A box?
$70.
I thought it did. I know it's right around that cutoff point. It's like December 87, I think, on Wizards and Warriors. Right around there. But
Fair warning.
either way, down in value since we have seen high copies. You can see that the
Next
game
lot.
actually peaked out.
$200.
There is a first print. All are Rev A. There is no non-Rev A on it.
$240.
It's the first Rev A made. Damn.
$300.
There we go. I was close. These are 9 complete in box Super Nintendo games here. Another lot of ungraded stuff coming up.
$380.
Looks like this game did peak out, or it peaked at $4,800. Holy shit, for the 9.8A plus. We've never seen that come back to market. 9.4A, the copy, or the condition that just sold tonight, peaked out at $3,600. So, It went from 3,600 down to 1,680, and now we're down to 1,140.
Fair warning.
The Wizards and Warriors, despite being a pretty popular title on the game, does keep
Next
tumbling
lot.
its way down a bit.
$380.
We had Super Play Action Football, was a 9.8 A+ on it. Oh my god, still only 150 bucks on that game. That's funny. Vortex 8.0 A there for $99, and the 9 complete in box games went for $492. Into Game Boy games here.
Fair warning.
And we'll check out the Super Street Fighter 2 as well. But first, Elysium, you had your
Next
first
lot.
CGC submission come back.
$130.
Jurassic Park went for $432 there. Let's see what you think. Their case feels like cheap plastic,
$150.
okay? They're very harsh in grading. You got a B+
Fair
on a
warning.
PS1 seal that had no holes and no major scratches, scuffs.
$170.
No.
Fair warning.
No rips or tears. In fact, it should either be A+ at least,
Next
not
lot.
even A. Whew.
$70. $100.
Elysium, on that note, are you going to send it back?
$130.
Like, arguably you should if you're that confident.
$40.
Getting hit with a B+ on a PS1 game is kind of like a I was going to call it a death note, but it's kind of a kick there. That hurts. That hurts. And if you do send it back, I would love to hear your results, obviously.
$240.
Fair warning.
$260.
And yeah, I agree with Sapio's sentiment there. It almost doesn't sound harsh, it sounds
Fair
wrong.
warning.
And that could be, that could be as simple as a label error. As we've seen, WATA isn't immune to simply putting the wrong
warning.
notes or whatever on the label of the game.
$280.
And WATA even put the wrong frickin' grade on
Fair
that one
warning.
copy of, what was it? The 007 game, the 9 God Hand?
$300.
The God Hand copy. It was God Hand. That WATA had the wrong
Fair
grade on the game. So there's a lot of reasons why it could be a B+, but it's something that I would definitely look
Fair
into
warning.
if you're that confident. But it just sounds weird.
Next lot.
Yeah, there, big box. You'd call and ask for the notes.
$22.
Exactly. I'd reach out. You're thinking open the case and send it to WATA just to see how harsh CGC are. They grade the same day and everything feels they grade way too fast just to get the job done. Oh, I mean, hey, that's... this is
Fair warning.
nothing against you, Elysium. It's just kind of like a damned if you do, damned if you don't.
$42.
If the grading companies are taking too long, people are going to bitch at it. But if the grading company is
warning.
grading too fast, I mean, hey, it seems like you're, people are going to bitch about that too. It's just kind of
Fair
funny
warning.
in that way when I see you say something like that.
$50.
But yes, I have heard CGC is insanely
Fair
quick right
warning.
now with their turnarounds.
$60. $70. $80. $90.
Insanely quick with their turnarounds right now. As is WATA, but rather,
Fair
like,
warning.
I agree with you sending it over to WATA, Elysium, but
$100.
I want to see what CGC does if you just send it in again.
Fair warning.
$120.
I want the science, But I understand
Fair
not
warning.
wanting to just bleed money. With the Game Boy games there, we had
Next
NFL
lot.
football. Wow, 9.4A there. Yeah, featuring all of the old helmets, Chokeslam. What a blast there. $192. Super Mario Land 2 was a
Fair warning.
5.5 B+. Wow.
$750.
Still, $360. Not even that bad. Like, not that bad of a price given how bad the grade is, so. 360?
Fair
Not too
warning.
shabby for the seller on that. 9.6A plus Turtles 2. Mark Friedman Collection. Looking for $1,000 on it.
Fair warning.
9.6A plus. Your CGC order was received today and is
Next
already in
lot.
grading? Yep. Like I said, they're grading hella
$1,000.
fast right now. 990 on Turtles 2. And here is now Zelda Oracles 90. PAL version
Fair
though.
warning.
Seasons and ages are the PAL versions. We just had the
$1,200.
North American version sold for what? $9,000 and then $6,000
Fair
on
warning.
9,000 on Heritage and then 6,000 on Certified Link, I believe.
$1,300.
So here's the PAL version now, and we'll see just how lesser valued the
warning.
PAL copies are at this point.
Next
Oh yeah,
lot.
Mark Friedman definitely fucked up the Turtles market, Rick.
650,
I think there is completely validity
warning.
to saying that Mark Friedman's collection has like really affected the Turtles market.
900,
Saying that it fucked it up maybe is a bit harsh, but he
$1,200.
absolutely ruined the perception, at least in the short term,
Fair warning.
of Turtles 2, Turtles 3, and Turtles 3
Next
Game
lot.
Boy, and I believe we saw a lot of Turtles 3 on
$440.
NES. But the Game Boy ones especially, Turtles 2 and Turtles 3 on the Game Boy. We saw a lot of those come up.
Fair warning.
The two Zeldas,
$480.
$1,400 and $1,300 respectively. About 1/5 of the price.
Fair
1/4, 1/5 of the North American copies to get the PAL copies. I mean, frankly, if I was a PAL collector, I would be rejoicing
Fair
at these
warning.
prices. Like, that's fantastic. But I guess if you're a PAL collector who has sealed
$600.
games looking to sell them, and you're not getting the North American premiums,
Fair
unfortunately.
warning.
But if you're a buyer, I mean, shit, 1/4, 1/5 of the price of the North American counterparts. Counterparts. Here's the sealed Pokemon Game Boy Color console. As you can see in the picture there, top right-hand corner, it's dented inwards. There's damage all across the top. Bottom left corner's dented. The side of the
warning.
box is dented. I assume that's why they decided not to send this in for grading.
Next lot.
But
$12.
went for $720 either way, which doesn't sound that expensive to get a sealed one. I know it's beat up, but like,
$14.
aren't complete in box
$16.
copies of this like really expensive?
$20.
I thought CIB copies are like $500 these
$22.
days on this console. Command and Conquer 8.5
Fair
with a B.
$24. $26.
It has a 1" by 0.5" seal tear on the front cover of the face, I think it said.
$28.
So let's see. This is a B.
$30.
Right here. You can see
Fair
what
warning.
makes it a B. Got a nice little rip right there.
$36.
Hey!
$38. $40.
Elysium, isn't there not a B plus on the WATA on the CGC
$50.
scale?
$55.
Isn't it just C, B, A plus, A plus plus? I can't remember now. For some reason, I feel like there is no B
Fair
plus
warning.
on CGC. Which would be even worse, because it would mean you got a B instead. But yeah, that's enough to make yourself a B, though. Like, that's not that big of a rip on this game, to be completely honest.
Fair warning.
Like, that definitely feels like a WATA B plus. And I mean, shit, WATA 1.0. If my Ocarina of Time is anything to go by, that might even be an A way back
Fair
in
warning.
2020.
$100.
They have a B plus.
Fair.
$110.
Do they not have a C? I thought it was only a 5-point grading scale.
Fair warning. Next
Do
lot.
they have their scale anywhere on the page here?
$16. $20. $24. $28. $32. $34.
Holders?
Fair warning.
$36. $38.
I have no idea.
$40.
Anyways,
$42.
Yeah, 9.4 B pluses. That's tough. Considering, right, like that's the type of rip you need to get to a B, so yeah. I'd do something with Elysium. Reach out and definitely
Fair
let us
warning.
know what they say.
$55. $60.
2019, that would be an A or an A plus with WATA. Exactly,
Fair
JK.
warning.
Exactly.
$65.
Like I said, I can't grab my copy. It has some shit on top. But my rip is, it's
$70.
probably an inch this way.
$75.
And then, like, it's honest to God, very close to the size of the rip
Fair
on this
warning.
game. Like, very, very,
$80.
very close to the same size.
$85.
And I got a fucking A on it.
$90.
And I say it angrily because I bought it as an A when I was still new to WATA, so I
Fair
wasn't
warning.
as, I didn't scrutinize it as hard as I should have. I
Next
put
lot.
too much fucking faith in WATA games.
$460.
And I ended up with an A seal rating that would never replicate as an A. And that sucks.
Fair warning.
It's on the grading section of the website. Too late, hockey guy. I couldn't find it.
$80.
Couldn't find it, man. It's gone. It's gone and it's never coming back.
Fair warning.
Ocarina of Time Standard Edition. 6.5 A plus
Next
on
lot.
this. goes for $552 for a lower grade standard ocarina. Again, like kind of affordable, right? If you don't want to go all the way up into the high grade. If you don't want to fight for the high grades, but you want sealed copies, $552. Get yourself one.
Fair warning.
Perfect Dark is a 9.68++. Not too much N64 today, actually. Just 4 games. Damn. Harmony of Dissonance. Now, as far as I understand, and help Desupio as well for this should be the first print of the game, and then the text quote was added after. So the one that we just saw sell at Heritage,
fair warning.
2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I can't remember which auction it was at now, but it had added text quote, and that quote went for like $1,400, I think. This just sold for $660. So this copy tonight, whether you want that quote or not, I don't know if it even makes a big difference. I don't know if people even know.
Fair warning.
But yeah, this is a much, much, much better price if I just bring the comps in here quick.
Fair warning.
Put it over here.
$180.
We just had $1,440 for the one with the text. $1,455 as well if we go back to 2022 for a 90 plus. $2,600 in 2021. Tonight's copy, $660 for a beautiful Harmony of Dissonance. Nice copy of the game there. Damn. Someone got themselves a nice one. You would have bid but you weren't paying attention, yeah. Here's another PAL version, Collector's Edition. VGA 90. This is pushing pretty decent here. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It's stalling out around $350.
Next lot.
$34.
As soon as I said it's doing well, it stops at $336, but not bad, not bad. Again, the PAL copies just aren't going to get the same premium. They just aren't. Here's Zelda Twilight Princess, a late copy of the game where they slapped the, I'm pretty sure these are later copies, where they slapped the Plays on Wii sticker on them. 9.2A on it. I don't think that sticker does anything much, but like, you know.
$130.
If you were to look at it, you'd be furious, especially considering it's FF Tactics. Ooh. Black Label Tactics Elysium. That's the game that you got shafted on.
$60.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
$170.
Damn. Black Label Tactics is, yeah, it's something. Yo, Rob Gaming. Welcome in, man.
$190.
FFTA is cheap. Oh, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Is it? It's a 9.2A++. I don't know if does Tactics Advance bring in a lot of value, Alma? I always thought this was one of the more available, cheaper ones of the GBA titles. Well, all the GBA Final Fantasies are pretty affordable. Is Tactics the outlier? I know Final Fantasy VI has some decent value, but
fair warning.
Yeah, I thought it was D-Rob for a second. D-Rob is now Rob.
$130.
The Twilight Princess 9.2 with the sticker brought in $252 CGC. That seems like a lot.
$140. $150.
GameCube Twilight. What have we seen? This is probably the first time we've ever seen a CGC copy of this.
$160.
$252. We never see copies.
Fair warning.
This low of grade. I guess that's the bigger issue.
Next lot.
$14.
Yay, CGC. It sold for half the amount of an 85 plus. It sold for half the amount of a 9.6A.
$26. $30.
Sold for $200 less than a 9.4A plus WATA.
$50.
I don't know. About half the amount of a 9.6A plus. For another $100 or $200, you could jump the grade up a lot. So, I guess that's how I look at Twilight Princess here. 9.2A isn't the greatest grade in the world, and you could just jump up.
$70, $80.
You can jump up the grade quite a bit, Skull, without having to pay that much more. Like if you just look here, you know, like 9.6A. I mean, I guess you have to double the cost, but like 9.4A plus, better box, better thing, $200 more. This sold for around the price of an 8.5B plus sold for in November. So by that metric, yes, tonight's purchase was a good one.
$30.
If we want to say that an 8.5B plus was frickin' the same price back in November. Yeah, I can't do much. It's fine.
$140.
It's fine. 2 copies of Twilight Princess just sold on eBay a few days ago. Price seems consistent with those sales. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Next lot.
$12.
I was getting too excited there with 252.
$14.
Player's Choice Luigi's Mansion, $180 there. Phantasy Star 3 Card
$18,
Revolution,
20,
9.6A++ brings in 164. Here's another one now, 9.4A. 164 for the damn near mint one. Now we'll see what the 9.4A does in comparison.
Fair warning.
$38. $40. $42.
Fair warning.
Don't go to bed before Morrowind. Right. Later in the auction, 9.6A+ Black Label Morrowind on
46.
original Xbox. Is that the highest graded copy? Chokeslam? What do we know about that Morrowind coming up later? It's a freaking high grade copy. I'm not sure what we've seen though. You bought the Command and Conquer, someone else had said as well. $134. I mean, I don't think you can be upset at a uncommon factory sealed N64 game for $150.
$55.
You know what I mean? It's just, I don't think you can be upset about that.
Fair warning.
And the other game I did want to check out here was Street Fighter 2.
$65.
Yeah, 9.4A went for $1,560. I like checking on a lot of these really popular games. I feel like the ones that sell a lot, have a lot of market data and stuff. I like seeing how those ones are stacking up as we keep going through the... As time keeps on turning. $1,560 for 9.4A. So 9.2A+ last sold for $1,500 as well. Would you rather have 9.2A+, 9.4A? Pretty damn close in my opinion. But 9.4A, the actual exact same grade, last sold for $3,600 in September 2022. So 6 months ago, the game was worth over 2 times as much. Oh man, it's like 60% price loss in 6 months on Street Fighter 2.
$150.
So, you know, compared to the 9.2A pluses recently, yeah, the 9.4A was right in line with those. But shit, if you just zoom that chart out a little bit more, ugh, ouch.
Fair warning.
But in the 3-month time span, Street Fighter 2 seems to be calmed down. We'll continue to monitor.
$32.
Resident Evil 0, 9.68 for $276. The gap in the Phantasy Stars was 164 versus 89. And Resident Evil 0 CGC, 9.4A. Wow. So, this is another one of those things we talk about a lot here with disc-based games. I kind of disagree about paying more for a 9.6A versus a 9.4A plus. 9.6A 272, 9.4 plus 204.
Fair warning.
If we go to a different grading company where a certain grading company that combines the 2 seal grades or combines the box and the seal, you're probably better off with the 9.4A plus. So, and yeah, who knows which one actually looks better. An A seal rating, my god, it can be bad. An A plus, at least you know you're getting something not awful. Here's Star Fox Adventures, 9.4A+. Star Fox Adventures brings in 336. SSX on Tour, 109. Star Fox Assault, 9.4A+. Hey, here's one a lot of people actually like. Adventures is like the Black Sheep Star Fox game, and then you have Assault, which is like the good one. God.
Fair warning.
Cool game.
Next lot.
You saw there, I almost slapped the bid button. I was damn close to slapping that bid button. Let's see Star Fox on GameCube. So Star Fox Adventures was a $336 there. This is the highest it has ever sold at Heritage Auctions. 9.4A plus WATA copy went for $312 in November. 9.4A plus CGC sells for $336. Let's go. A new heritage record for Star Fox Adventures.
Fair warning.
And then Star Fox Assault.
$320.
Yeah, 9.4A plus there for $222. 9.4A last sold October 2022. for $264.
$22.
But I guess even the 9.6A Plus only ever brought 336 on Heritage, so you can see on Certified Link the VGA 90s on Star Fox Assault, pretty darn sought after, 765, 700. But Assault at 222, yeah, that's pretty freaking good.
$38.
It's a pretty good deal. I would rather have the Assault here for 222 than Adventures for 336, personally. Stony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, 9.6A on this. This is the first time they've offered the GameCube version of Tony Hawk 4. That's wild.
$65.
And when you meant cheap plastic for the case, it's because it's way too light in weight and feels too thin, whereas WATA and VGA are more massive and heavy. That's just your opinion. Yeah, I've heard people say that, Elysium, is that it is a thinner... Like, I've heard people say it weighs less, is thinner, but still feels premium. But... I agree with your sentiment that when you pick up something and it just feels heavy, it adds a sense of premiumness. I fully agree with you on that.
$95.
Fair warning.
$100.
Fair warning. Next lot.
Well, I'm keeping my eye on a few things, Tring, but I don't know how. I don't know if I'm gonna pull the trigger on anything. We'll see. I missed the GameCube block there. I didn't make a timestamp. Damn. N64 only had 4 games. We'll go 48 minutes there. And this brings us to DS.
Fair warning.
10100. There we go.
$480.
Sunshine, was a 9.0B plus for 154, player's choice. This is Castlevania Portrait or Ruin. I just want to cut back here. It's a VGA 95.
Next lot.
$12.
Closes at 552. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 went for 124, and Melee bestseller Black Label 9.0 goes for 360. You almost bid on that 252 TP but pulled off. Yeah, the 252 Twilight Princess, after looking at everything, not a bad price.
$40.
Would have been a fine purchase there, Tring. Not like incredible or anything, but like, you know, fine purchase.
$48. 50, 60.
You dropped the WATA case on carpet the other day and the corner shattered. $55 to recase with shipping.
$95.
Yeah, Fish, I am going to be very happy once the WATA case, like I said, I don't like the current design of the WATA case. I think it's very bulky and not aesthetically pleasing.
Next
but
lot.
That's brutal that you dropped it on carpet and the corner smashed. That just sucks. But hey. I get terrified. I'm always scared shipping frickin' WATA cases too. This was Battalion Wars 2. Kind of neat to see come up. 9.6A plus on Wii, $119. Here's Skyward Sword, 9.4A plus. This is the first print with the music CD foil version, and then the next one coming up here is the not for resale version that was packed in with the Wiimote. So the real version here, pushing our way up to $200, 9.4A plus. Melee has one of the most insane populations, but I still want it. Yes, KK. I still want Melee bad as well.
$18.
Melee is a game that I wish I would have picked up years ago. But Melee was always expensive. That's the freaking thing. Like the complete in box copy. When Melee was at its like peak popularity, maybe, I don't know, 2016, 2017.
$34.
Maybe even 2015-ish. The CIB was like $100. So buying a factory sealed copy of Melee was so freaking expensive back then relative to every other GameCube game.
42.
Because CIB was so freaking expensive. Let's see when that was here. We can just bring up the chart for Melee.
$44. $46.
We go complete in box here. We go all time. Where was it peaking out? 2016-ish, yeah.
$48.
Am I on US? Yeah, I am. So $67, $70 US in 2015. 70 US it was peaking out at for a CIB copy of Melee. That's fucking wild.
55.
So then, of course, new copies at the time. Where was that? December 2015?
Fair warning.
Can't even find it on here.
$65.
It was quoting around 140. But of course, that's mixing Black Label, Player's Choice, all that stuff. But you get the point. Freaking expensive.
$110.
So yeah, Melee is, you know,
$140.
has a big pop and everything, but like, oh man, it was never cheap.
$180.
Never cheap. Yeah, exactly. Melee has collectors and people using it
Fair
for tournaments. Double the demand.
$200.
Yes. It just screws up everything.
$280.
Melee being competitive like it is, it's like, oh man. But I love it. I love Melee. I played it competitive for a bit, so. Twilight Princess 9.6A plus on Wii. Again, this should be a first print copy of the game there. Foil cover, 9.6A plus, $312.
Fair warning.
The 198 with the Skyward Sword there, 9.4A plus, and 312 for Twilight Princess, 9.6A plus. Doesn't feel bad for Twilight Princess. Let's do a price check on that. Here's Striker's Charge, 9.4A plus. ESRB header oh my god. The ESRB header corrected. That's a reprint. Interestingly enough, I guess there was something wrong with the ESRB logo on first edition copies of Striker's Charge. I did not know that. $124 here for the mid-print copy. Here's Other M, 8.5A, everyone's favorite Metroid game. It actually revived the series as far as I know. Twilight Princess though, let's take a peek.
Next lot.
$600. $800.
Nintendo Wii. Alright, so first, Mario Bros. Wii. 95 plus, uncirculated, mint.
Fair warning.
This is, you know, as nice as it gets. I doubt there's a 100 out there, so.
Next lot.
Closes at $900. Did not get a bidding war on it. Did not get a bidding war on it. Here's Oni-chanbara. I don't know how you say it. One-chanbara. Bikini Zombie Slayers, 9.6A.
$2.
Arguably a game you should pick up on. Yeah, it just sold for $204. I was going to say. Arguably a game you should pick up. People get weird when you mix like horror and waifus, so 9.6A goes for $204. Of course it does. Let's take a peek here at Twilight Princess first on Wii.
Fair warning.
See how the 9.6A plus just held up?
Next
9.6A plus.
$55.
Just last sold for $288 actually.
$70.
Tonight's copy goes for $312. And that's going all the way back to December 2022. So 3 months ago. Twilight Princess 9.6A plus doing decent. That's what we like to see. And prior to that, it was $372 in November 2022. So hovering in that $300, $350 range for 9.6A plus on Twilight Princess.
$70.
Resident Evil: The Dark Side Chronicles is a 9.8A plus. I saw the bidding going up here, and I knew there had to be something. So the grade is pulling this one. I don't know. I don't know what this game's worth raw. So 9.6A plus on Archive 0, $84. Dark Side Chronicles closes at $204. Yes, you need to put the word Nintendo in front of Wii. What I need
$20.
What I need is
$26.
Yeah, that was funny. I couldn't find it. No, you don't. It was just funny. I need to check out here on Super Mario Bros. Wii. Then we will see how it's going on that. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. We probably had a VGA sell before. 95 plus. There we go. Back on Heritage. What? This just sold on March 9th?
Fair warning.
When? Why? Huh? Who?
$44.
Was this at a showcase auction? Yes, this was at the 6th Gen showcase auction. So it pulled in 3 weeks ago. It pulled in $1,000 at the 6th Gen showcase. Now today it goes for $100 less. Basically the same price, all things considered. So $1,000 there to get yourself a mint.
Next lot.
Mario Bros. On Wii. Cool game, cool grade. I wish.
$130.
That's just nice to get. It's just cool. Sin and Punishment, 95 plus on Nintendo Wii. Wow. Just wow. Pretty cool.
Fair warning.
Sin and Punishment will always stand out to me because there is the N64 Japan only game of Sin and Punishment. And that's really all I know about the series. But it was kind of one of the few valuable Japanese N64 games.
$240.
Fair warning. Next lot.
How much did you pay for the 9.88 plus plus Skyward Sword, JK? Was that one at the 6th Gen showcase as well? 264 for Sin and Punishment. Mario Galaxy might be looking to make some noise here. We'll see. 9.68 plus plus. We're quickly shooting. We're looking for $400 here. It wasted no time in the fucking these lower amounts here. We'll see. 9.68 plus plus. Like I said in my video there, the WATA comp. The WATA copies at 9.68 plus plus were 3, I believe. I believe there were 3. And there were 2 9.88 plus plus. So
$380.
we'll see where this one goes here.
Warning.
Oh, longer ago was like 550. I'd have no qualms at 550, JK.
Fair warning.
$400.
Fair warning.
400.
Which one did you win, Inazuma? Which Super Mario did you buy?
Fair
Did
warning.
you buy the 95 plus, dude?
$440.
Did you buy the 95 plus, Inazuma?
Fair
You
warning.
fucking madman.
$460.
Jack Green, do you want to see... What about Def Jam? Was there a copy that sold? I didn't
Fair
think we had
warning.
one today. What about Def Jam do you want to see? Def Jam Fight for NY, I
Next
believe, has
lot.
always been expensive too.
$120. $140.
Galaxy goes for $528.
$150.
So-
$160.
$528. We'll price check
Fair
that.
warning.
Feels solid. Galaxy 2 is a 9.6A plus. CGC as well. CGC getting some decent sales today. There's just more of it actually in a
Fair
weekly.
warning. Next
That was a
lot.
really nice Galaxy. You're gonna regret not bidding more on it. I feel like we're all gonna regret Galaxy at some point, Chokeslam, or most of us anyway. Once the value like pops back up. Oh, just the recent sold graded copies. Gotcha.
$50.
Let me just check out Galaxy quick, and then I'll check out Def Jam. On
Fair
GameCube,
warning.
I assume, Jack Green? For Def Jam? 528
Next
on
lot.
Galaxy here. 9.6A++.
$42.
So, as you can see, the 9.4A plus copies. What's the grade on this?
$50.
9.6A plus on Xenoblade. It is an early print copy of the game as well, with the
Fair
Black Label ESRB.
$60.
This is a good print, as far as I know, on
$70.
Xenoblade. So, 9.6A plus there. Nice copy.
$75.
We haven't seen this is
Fair
Galaxy, yeah.
$80.
So 9.6A
$90.
plus kind of went crazy. Sold for $504 back in January, actually.
$95.
But you know, 9.6A plus was already
$100.
180 in November, so that's kind of an outlier on that one at 500.
Fair warning.
$110.
9.6A plus back in July. Where's that?
$120.
Have we even seen? We've never seen 9.6A plus plus WATA copy come up for
$130.
Galaxy. So there you go. When I talk about how little there is on
Fair
that
warning.
comp or on that grade, we've never seen a 9.6A plus plus. That's the only one.
Fair warning.
So there you go. Kind of freaking wild.
$140.
As for the $500 price tag, I mean,
$150.
you have to go all the way back to May of 2022, where a 9.6A plus was $500 bucks.
Next lot.
Yeah,
$24.
not too shabby on the Galaxy tonight.
$85.
Not too shabby. Or maybe it should have went for more. I don't know.
$95.
I don't know.
Fair.
$120. $130.
Def Jam. The Def Jam Fight for NY, I doubt has any copies. Yeah, we've seen it once. A 9.2A plus went for
Fair warning.
$276. That's all we've seen at auction houses. So you'd have to check eBay to get more data on that one.
$100.
Yo, Steve Craig Retro Games. 9.4A plus here on Wind Waker HD. Foil version, early print. The Xenoblade Chronicles,
Fair warning.
$169. Honestly, cheap. Like, honestly cheap, in my opinion. Maybe I'm just, like,
$190.
biased because Xenoblade Chronicles used to be so sought after, but
Fair warning.
getting yourself a nice copy of the game, early print,
Next
$169,
lot.
seems fine.
$2.
Xenoblade Chronicles was awesome.
$55. $65.
Wind Waker HD
$75,
brings in $216.
$90.
Hmm.
$95.
Fair warning.
NES Remix 9.6A plus.
$110.
Really cool game. This is actually one that I picked up factory sealed off eBay.
Fair warning.
Hopefully mine's going to be in nice shape, but I think it's a Wii U game that is absolutely worth owning for what it is. Not only is it fun as fuck to play, like this is almost the optimal retro experience in my opinion. At least to sit down with people and like play retro games. Not like,
Fair warning.
I mean 8-bit retro games, not retro in general. But playing NES with people, like it's a ton of fun. It's a lot of fun and you get to appreciate like some of the games you never played.
Fair warning.
So.
$180.
But NES Remix, yeah, cool game.
$190.
Fair warning.
Mario Galaxy Army, your card got declined. You're so sorry, Simon. Simon, what am I supposed to do?
$160.
That's hilarious. Let me just get caught up on you guys here. The NES Remix did get up to $216. Not that much of a premium, honestly. I think the game's like 60-ish raw on
Fair
eBay.
warning.
I don't know. It's a Wii U game that I think is just really cool. New Super Luigi U is a 9.68+. Also, another
Fair
Wii
warning.
U game that I think is just like really fucking good to own.
Next
I think the
lot.
green case stands out beautifully. I think it looks awesome to display. 9.68+, 192. And then, of course, the staple of the console, in my opinion. Outside of the Zelda games, but 9.68+ here on New Super Mario Bros. U. Really good selection of modern, high-grade stuff here today on Wii U.
Fair warning.
Any thoughts on the new Pops? Not yet, Nick. I need to look at them more. Yeah, does anyone have a look on the new Pops
Fair
yet?
warning.
Is there anything that stands out?
$140.
You looked, but it looked the same? That's the issue, Big Box, with these Pop reports now.
Fair
Like, it's good that we're getting them every 3 months now, but, like, the overall
Next
flow
lot.
of games means that there's
$2.
really no big takeaway that can be
$4,
made.
$6, $8, $10.
You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna see, oh, 3 new
$16,
copies of Ocarina, or, like, 2 new copies of
$15.
Mario 64.
$20.
Like, the days of the big changes just aren't hitting as much anymore.
$26.
Also, Switch Pop
28,
reports were not
$30.
added. Which is tough. No Switch Pop reports yet.
$34.
So,
30,
Wii U is
$38,
not popping off,
$40,
Jeffrey. I would say that these sale
$42.
prices are not popping off type of sale prices.
48,
$159 to get
$50.
yourself Super Mario Bros. U, 9.68+. 192 on the
$60.
Luigi U, 216 NES Remix. Surprisingly, NES Remix actually outsold Luigi U and Mario Bros. U.
$80.
I would rather have either of the Marios
$94,
before I take NES Remix.
$120.
Which, and, like, that's crazy. Wind Waker HD also outsold both the Marios.
Fair
Here's Sonic the Lost
$130.
World, Deadly 6 Bonus Edition, pushing its way up
Fair
to almost 159, pushing its way up almost to the exact same price as the new Super Mario Bros. Wii U.
Fair warning.
So we'll see. We shall see.
Next lot.
A 9.88 Def Jam for PS2 sold for $3,500 back. I was looking at GameCube comps there, Jack. I didn't know which console you were talking about, or which console you wanted to see. I was looking at
Fair
GameCube.
warning.
Yeah, 9.88 plus on PS2, $3,500 back in 2021. Not surprised. 154
Fair
for Sonic and the Lost World.
$110.
Fair warning.
They announce it every time they update it, but it doesn't. 9.88 plus plus.
$24.
The Legends Arceus. So like we were talking about, right? $129. Why would you bother trying to do this yourself? You just
Fair
wouldn't.
warning.
Who cares? Right? Who cares? 129? After shipping and shit, maybe
$55.
150? Why would you try and go do this yourself? Just buy the graded copy right
Fair
now.
warning.
That's the one place where Switch graded copies are really doing,
Next lot.
like,
$14,
people who are grading them early right now are kind of,
$85.
they're losing out.
90, 100.
The early adopters are kind of losing the bag on
$120.
graded Switch stuff, unfortunately.
$30. $140.
But again, right, even Shining Pearl, 9.8A plus, $79.
Fair warning.
Like, okay,
100.
you know, okay, all right. Like, why not?
Fair warning.
Lost World went for 154. Alma, you're saying that Deadly Sonic thing is like $100 raw?
Fair warning.
It's funny, I've never seen it before. That is a Wii U game I've never seen
lot.
before.
$28, $60.
There's a WATA 10 for Super Mario Maker on Wii U.
$65.
Don't think that existed last pop report? Wow. I don't think it did either.
Fair warning.
That would probably be a small box, yeah.
$70.
That would be a small box on Mario Maker, which I kind of agree with you, big box. It has to be the
Fair
big
warning.
box or it's trash. Like,
Next
it's
lot.
we saw the
$38,
same similar thing happen with the Twilight Princess Wii U amiibo
$75,
bundles, where
100,
every single copy is
$120.
coming from the amiibo bundle big box, and therefore almost every single
$130.
copy is mint. So, you know, we're sitting at 27 9.88++. Yeah, there is 110 on this, which is still really fucking impressive. It's going to bring in a massive premium, but right, we have 12 9.8A++ already on Mario Maker, 110.
$220.
Like, the only two WATA 10s are games that were mint. Yeah, exactly. Which I get it. It's still a 10. You can't take away from that, but as far as 10 goes, they are a little bit, you know, less. They're just a little bit less.
Fair warning.
Pro Retro X. Welcome in.
$280.
Is that Hadouken himself right there? It looks like it.
Fair warning.
How could I possibly forget your beautiful mutant ape face?
Next lot.
$14.
What's I want to look at the
65,
Luigi and Mario U as well there.
$95.
They feel like they're just solid pickups in those grades,
Fair
but
warning.
maybe I'm being a little too... Oh, they don't show up at Heritage.
$10.
They just don't come up at Heritage. So Super Luigi
Fair
U, we've
warning.
had it once before. $192 back in February. 9.48 plus. 9.68 plus just sold for the same price. The 90 and the
Fair
90
warning.
plus, 645, 444. You'd have to just check eBay data
Next
on
lot.
Luigi U, and I assume the exact same is true for
$24.
the Mario U. New Super Mario Bros. U. Yeah, we've only seen two copies at Heritage, 9.4 and 9.8. The 9.4 went for $200 just 2 weeks ago, though, 3 weeks ago. So yeah, 9.68 plus for $50 less than it just sold for 3 weeks ago.
Fair warning.
The Heritage bidders, man. I mean, I guess I'm to blame as well, but
$70.
fuck, I should have tossed a bid at this. And the 95 on Clink, it peaked out at 645. That's for the
Fair
Mario
warning.
Bros. Wii U. The blue case one. 9.88 plus brought in 432 as well in January 2022.
$90.
Yeah, both of the Wii U games there. I mean, solid pickups whoever grabbed them.
Fair warning.
Oh, it's going fantastic, man. It's always a good Tuesday. Always good on a Tuesday.
Next lot.
Anything on the pop reports you saw that's actually interesting there, Pro Retro? I haven't had a chance to go through them with any kind of detail yet, but
Fair warning.
we were saying that
$110.
there's just there's not much update to even look at these days.
Fair warning.
There's such a lesser amount of games just being
$120.
submitted in general that, you know, we're gonna have like
$130.
there might be like 3, 4, 500 new NES games, but spread over 600 games, it's gonna be like 1 or 2 every game.
$160.
So
Fair warning. Next lot.
$12.
am I actually, did I fuck up the grades again on Luigi U? Are you fucking me?
$75.
Did I?
$85. $95.
No, Luigi U is good.
$10.
Yeah, Luigi U is good.
Fair
I think I'm
warning.
good. I think I'm okay on those. I've got some vegetables free media.
$30.
Yeah. A little bowl of vegetables. That's it's gone cold at this
Fair
point, but I
warning.
gotta finish them up.
Next lot.
On Genesis, though,
$2.
Hardball, $114 there for 9.4A. Judge Dredd, 9.6A plus. It is a Majesco release, though, from the Mark Friedman collection, $180.
Fair
Jurassic Park, 9.2B plus for $149.
$6.
And at the very beginning there, Gangster Town went for $198. And if you did miss it, The Legends Arceus, 9.8A plus plus, $130. Shining Pearl,
Fair
9.8A plus, $80. So
$12.
pretty darn cheap to get yourself some high-grade
$14.
Switch games. You think most people are getting Switch games graded right now, or getting them graded for their own collection, not to flip for profit? If you want to flip Switch games for profit, wait 10 years. I agree, Skull. Shout out to Standard Gaming, who does grade a ton of Switch shit, PS4, PS5, and is selling them for like pretty reasonable prices. Shout out to him. I don't know if he's going to continue doing it, because I don't think they sell for massive premiums or anything, but for right now, I mean, even on eBay, I think tonight there was a whole bunch of CGC and CGC and WATA Pokemon or Metroid Dread. There's a bunch of stuff ending from Standard Gaming tonight.
$160.
And that's not a plug to Standard Gaming. I just, you know,
$190.
just thought I'd let you guys know.
$220.
Yo, Rodrigo Oliveira, big fan of the channel. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated you popping in and saying hi. Everyone's waiting for those new WATA cases. I am too. Like, I do agree with you there, Jordan. I am waiting for them too. What do I think about WATA grading video games, soundtracks, CDs? You're pretty excited? I'm pretty indifferent, to be completely honest with you, Jordan.
Next lot.
I own a few soundtracks, but it's never been a niche of the hobby that I've put a lot of care or thought into. Like, cool for people who do that, great, but for myself, it was a non-story. It just doesn't matter.
$2.
The highest graded, most important video game variant of all time, the 9.6 Map Mario, is not on the Pop Report anymore? What?
$8.
Say what?
$10.
Pro Retro, did you grab the Arceus? Nice. Nice pickup, dude. For 130, like, yeah, how can you complain? You can't. Feels like Standard's just fishing for the 10s? Oh, for sure, but if he gets a 10, I mean, you make back everything. 110 outsells, like, you know, 29.8, so.
$42. $48.
Pops went down on some Mario Bros. 1, 2, 3 CIBs. Is CGC sharing cross data with WATA? That'd be interesting, actually.
Fair warning.
I guess that is possible. If you guys are seeing that some of the pops went down, it could be that they were crossed over. Very well could be. Yes, CGC is sharing cross data. There we go. Interesting. With the sale of one WATA 10, they make back the cost pretty much, and everything else is potential profit, so it's not a bad strategy. Exactly. If you can hit on a single freaking 10, they make back their money plus some. So, I understand what they're doing. It works. And then if you can just get your money back for like the 9.6s and shit, you still win overall. And I'm sure they get a great deal rate from CGC and WATA because they're submitting fucking cases upon cases of games, so the business model does work. The business model works, and for us, you know, normal-ass people, we can take advantage of the 9.6s or even the 9.8s at very reasonable prices.
$40.
Basically, everyone wins. Except for the R-game collectors, because we're taking away all the Switch Pokemon games. Now no one can play them. Yo, Solid Sam. First time catching you live? Thanks for popping in, dude. Hopefully that wasn't too obnoxious for you, if that's your first taste.
Next lot.
$16. $85.
We're cruising along through the Sega block here. I haven't mentioned anything because only one of the last 6 games broke the $100 mark. It was Pit Fighter. 9.8 B plus on Pit Fighter goes to $360. Otherwise, $89 for Majesco Spinball, $41 for some Bill Walsh Magic. Powermonger, $94, 9.4A. Tough Man Contest, Sega 32X, 8.5A plus for $73. Not much to report on.
$140.
Yeah, John S. We got Pop Report updates, but no new Pop Reports added. So no PS3. I don't think PS4 isn't on there either. Do we have that one? Maybe we do. No PS3, no Switch. And yeah.
$44, $48, $50, $60, $65.
No new things added.
$70, $80. $85.
When's WATA supposed to come out with new cases? Very, very, very soon, Modish. Very soon. I would say we'll get an announcement on new cases within a month. That's my own thought here based on how they're talking about it, but we'll see. Here's Nights into Dreams, 9.68 plus. This is the version that comes in the controller big box, if you're familiar.
Next lot.
$14.
This is not the version you want as a collector. This is an NFR pack-in version. Nights actually did also come in a long box version on Saturn. That's the one collectors want.
$24.
Coin dealers work on 10 to 13% margins, I think you said there.
$26. $28. $30.
50% more Rattatas? How much did the pop go up on Rattata Prince Easy on Pokemon Red?
$40. $44. $46. $48.
Which old pops would you want, Power Collectors? I have some of them copy and pasted onto Excel sheets.
$55.
Why would WATA share anything with CGC after CGC says cross only your WATA games for $30? Yeah.
$65. $70.
I mean, hey, I'm just happy they are talking Elysium. If we get, you know, if these grading companies talk to each other and actually take off the you know what I mean? If they take off pop reports and shit and make their best honest effort to make the pop reports not bullshit, and they do that right from the start, the pop reports might actually be solid. Because, I mean, in 10 years' time, if they can keep up with it, even if they hit 50% of the crosses or whatever, big stuff right there. Of course, regrading and crack out and all that will still fuck it up, but... Yeah, when is the Midwest Classic, Timothy? That's my thought as well. Is that they're going to announce it at the Midwest Classic. That's fully my thought, too. And I think that comes up within a month, doesn't it?
$85. $90, $95.
Card grading companies really need to converse? Yeah, exactly, free media.
100, 100, 100, 100, 100.
Like, the card grading companies... Here's Soldier of Fortune. I just want to point out here, because I see the bidding action. Highest grade out of just 2. 9.6A, Soldier of Fortune. Shot its way up to $200 on Dreamcast very, very quickly there. $216. Yeah, just wanted to point that out there. It's not often that we see... random Dreamcast games. We almost always see the exact same Dreamcast games, so I like to point out when we finally see some unique stuff.
$38.
The Rattata jumped from 63 to 90. Oh my god. Rattata 9.8 plus plus has 4 copies. Sandshrew has 2. Jeez.
Fair warning.
I don't know if you're wrong or not, Easy. I don't know. I would need to look at the numbers still.
$2. $4.
2K Tennis there. The Williams sisters went for $67 this week. Here's Zombie Revenge, 9.48 plus plus. Yeah, see, like when I'm saying we see the same games for Dreamcast often, like Zombie Revenge, 2K2 Tennis. Here's a factory case of NBA 2K1 All-Star. Like, we only see so much Dreamcast, and most of it is usually the exact same stuff. So, gotta point out when we see something a little bit interesting.
Fair warning. $32. $34.
Just about to start entering into the PS1 lot right here.
$36.
Which, yeah, this is a perfect time to let you guys know tonight's auction is sponsored by Heritage Auctions, of course. If you're looking to consign into any of the upcoming showcase or signature auctions, the schedule can be found in the description of the video. There's also this cool little spreadsheet I made here that has all of the consignment deadlines as well as upcoming auctions that you can check out and keep with you. I need to update it, I think. I don't think I have the complete in-box auction on there. There is going to be a complete in-box showcase coming up, so if that's something that interests you, if you have some high-grade CIB stuff that you think would perform well at Heritage, reach out to them. Use the referral link, get your free appraisals in the description of the video. Any other questions? Videogames@ha.com, and of course, they are always taking quality consignments for the weekly auctions we watch every single Tuesday. Well, thanks to Heritage for sponsoring, and thanks for you guys being here on a Tuesday night. Yeah, that was perfect time for a plug there, because then we're going to go right into Celebrity Deathmatch with PS1 stuff. We have John Madden on the Turbo Duo. For all 3 of you Turbo Duo collectors out there, don't miss out on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I think we actually saw Turbo Duo Madden come up back when Madden was pretty hyped.
$14.
If I remember correctly.
Fair warning. $18.
Midwest is this weekend, Timothy.
$22, $20, $30, $30.
Really?
38, $40, $50, $65, $70, $75, $80, $85.
Fair warning.
Yeah, Alma, once we go into the world of Sega here, like,
Next lot.
I'm a lot more interested in Sega Block than I am Atari Block, but a lot of the weekly Sega Blocks, Alma, like you said, if you sell over $100, like, you're a pretty solid Sega game in some of these weeklies. Just how it is at this point. Not a lot of desirable stuff comes up in the weeklies, so, you know, Madden 97, 7.0, 41 bucks. Miss Pac-Man 7.5A, 47 bucks. Eh? That's why you got to point out when these ones break 100 bucks, like Scud. Scud, baby, 9.8B plus, $109. Let's go.
Fair warning.
Here's Turbo Duo Madden as well. Actually getting some push. Almost at $900.
Fair warning.
Imagine the grading company putting an invisible mark on the games, like you kind of see in special lighting, and then people won't be able to regrade or cross for higher grade. Could you imagine? Everything's marked with invisible ink.
Next lot.
$22. $26.
I don't think they'd ever do that because it's easier for them to take money from us.
$34.
I think it's easier and better for them to just take our money.
$42.
If we want to be sending shit in 3 times, I mean, why wouldn't they just take our money, right? That's the way I see it anyway.
Fair warning.
$50. $55. $60.
PS1 starts now.
Fair warning.
With Celebrity Deathmatch, 9.6A.
$32.
84 bucks on that. Here's a Final Fantasy 9 late print re-release right from the Square Enix store.
$36.
Yeah, 9.6A++ on this.
$40.
They will still accept the game, but they'll just keep giving the same grade without us knowing. Wow.
$44.
The best of both worlds, Jesus. They take our games and our money, and they don't even have to grade them because the invisible ink just lets them know what the grade is. Crazy. Yo, Jay Guevara, I appreciate it, man.
Warning. Next lot.
You're going to be sending in 20 games to be graded with CGC. It'll be your first time getting games graded. Located in Canada. Very nice. Canadian pride in the chat. Just wondering if I should be going with WATA instead.
$10, $12, $14.
I don't think there's a big push one way or the other right now, Paul Brown. Like,
$20, $22.
You know, I don't think there is. At least I don't have enough anecdotal data to say one way or the other. I mean, maybe if you're submitting incredibly high-grade stuff, maybe the argument could be made that WATA has more sales comps and more market confidence, but like, whichever one you like more. If you like the CGC cases better, if you don't want, you know, maybe you don't like WATA's bullshit and everything that took place. Like, CGC is friggin' cheap to grade games, exactly. Like, I don't think you can go wrong with either or at this point, Paul.
Fair warning.
Yeah, WATA might be better for complete in box. I would agree with that, Hockey Guy. I think there's more of an argument to be made there. That the CIB market and CIB collecting is much more developed with WATA than it is with CGC. That could certainly be an argument. But for sealed stuff, yeah.
Fair warning.
$22.
Here's Rogue Trip 8.5A. This one will always stick out to me as a game I grew up playing.
$26.
I'm just seeing what we actually have in PS1 here that might pop a bit. We have Sammy Sosa again, 9.8. There's no PS1 today. Wow, never mind. We're just gonna cruise through PS1 and I'll hit you guys back up at PS2. Keep my eye on stuff here, but I don't think there's gonna be huge ones. So on that note,
fair warning.
22.
How many of you guys have bought graded Switch games so far? I am yet to buy one. I do not have a graded Switch game in my collection.
$26.
I think I will. Like, I undoubtedly will get them eventually. Undoubtedly.
$28.
But I just hasn't been on my radar yet.
$30.
But how many of you guys have picked some up so far?
Fair warning.
$32.
It's surreal to you that Square Enix is selling brand new PS1 games still? Yes.
Fair warning.
Absolutely, Skull. Absolutely. It's wild. And yeah, that Square Enix store reprint here of Final Fantasy IX went for $75. As it should, right? Like, there's just... When we talk about games that have nothing going for them, there's just nothing here. So,
$40.
$75 for that. But if you think that but if you think about it, that won't make them less money. It'll just mean you'll get the same. Yeah, yeah. I understand now, Elysium. I understand now.
Fair warning.
VGA is the GOAT? Yeah, Swap Daddy. It's hard to even put VGA into the conversation still until they lower their prices.
$34.
Like, you know what I mean? If it's someone's first time grading games and it's like, oh, you can use WATA or CGC for $40-50, or you can hop your way to VGA and pay double. And wait longer. It's just like, you know, what, like, what's the upside for your everyday normal consumer? They're just, I don't know. It's hard as hell for me to recommend VGA right now to a random person. So, yeah.
$4.
VGA should be back in the conversation soon. It seems like there's a light at the end of the tunnel for those guys. Sammy Sosa goes for $71 there with another big Editor's Choice console sticker. Scooby-Doo in the Cyber Chase. Let's go. 9.4A for $99.
Fair warning.
$8. $9.
You're going to win that Tomb Raider? What is it, a 9.8A plus on Chronicles?
Fair warning.
You probably will.
$10,
You probably will. A lot of it's funny that outside of Tomb Raider 1 Pro Retro, like the Tomb Raider games kind of sell for fuck all.
$14.
You've bought one so far? You graded 4 of your own Switch games? Yeah.
Fair warning.
That's probably what I'll end up. I don't know. I don't know if I'll grade my own Switch games. I might just buy them. Right now, I would just buy them. They're so freaking cheap. But my brother was going to be bidding on one, I think, tonight, maybe? A Switch game on eBay? I'll have to check with him if he won his auction. I think he was grabbing a Let's Go Pikachu. Or he was going to bid on it anyway. That's one I'd love to get too. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
Fair warning.
I'd love to get the big box, but you guys remember the 95 or whatever sold for like $2,000 fucking the other time it came up on Heritage. So don't know if I'll be getting a big box. Maybe I can go down to like a VGA 85 copy. Surely I can't afford a mint one. That was wild. Graded Switch is super fun, better than modern Pokemon cards in your opinion? The issue with graded Switch versus Pokemon cards though, are there's just way fucking more Pokemon cards. Like way more variants. You know what I mean? I think modern Pokemon's more fun. There's just more stuff. There's more uniqueness.
Next lot.
$48.
Most graded Switch games are simply like no one wants them.
$70.
I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh on Switch. We'll see.
$220.
I get what you're saying, Alma. You only have 2 Switch games. Both are 9.8A++. Here's the Tomb Raider Chronicles, 9.8A+. Shot its way up to $250 pretty quick, and bidding immediately died. So $240 for it. Someone said comps were showing back up on Heritage. Yeah, they are. Look at that. 9.8A+. Last sold a month ago. A month ago it was $384. Today it sells for $140 less. Yep.
$7.
Seems like a solid purchase to me, man.
$9. $12.
The 9.8A++ sold for $192 in February. No. Pro Retro, you missed the good one.
Next lot.
$200.
Yeah, like I said, with these, outside of Tomb Raider 1, these just kind of sell for fuck all. It's crazy. Tomb Raider 1 would make you think people love the Tomb Raider series. But then, you know what I mean? Like, the mint copies of the other games just are pennies on the dollar, relatively speaking. Devil May Cry, oh my god, 9.6A++. Or, 9.6 plus, sorry. $288. That is a real print of Devil May Cry. $288 there.
$34.
You went with WATA for one reason and only one reason. At the time, they were cheaper.
$38.
100% Skull. And I think for a lot of like established people, we talk about like we don't really navigate our decisions purely on price. But for the average ass person who's going to be submitting games, price is a massive consideration. Like, if not the most, like, you know what I mean? The biggest consideration. So it's like I said, if you want to go to VGA for literally twice the price of the other two companies, why? I can't even recommend them to random people at this point. or first-time users, you know what I mean? That's what I mean when I say
$90.
random people. Just first-time users, people who aren't deep in the hobby. Crazy.
Fair warning.
Yes, Jeffrey, you can definitely join the live auction on your phone. Absolutely. You just have to have an account and have a payment method linked. That's it.
$60.
Then you can join in the auction, toss some bids, do whatever the hell you want. Can I just send you the, will this take you in? If you need a link, this might put you right into the auction right here.
Next lot.
For anyone who wants to hop into the auction. Gradius 3 and 4, 85 plus.
$160.
You've been outbid.
$170.
That's cool to see an 85 plus there. This is,
Fair
yeah,
warning.
I was going to say, this is really early PS1. VGA is saying it's a 2000, year 2000 published PS1 game. Is that even, that's really
Fair
fucking
warning.
early PS1.
$200.
Wow. So, Gradius 3 and 4.
Fair warning.
You just
Next lot.
don't see the game often.
$128.
$228 there.
$130.
Did I say PS1? What are you attacking me about? What'd I attack? What'd I do? What'd I do? Did I say
Fair
PS1?
warning. Next lot.
$34.
Friends shows up again. 9.48 for $84. I said PS1. Okay, yes. PS2. PS2 on Gradius. Or Gradius.
$65.
Eh.
$70. $75.
My brain's melting over here.
$85.
Here's Katamari
$90.
Damacy. This is the later
$95.
print with no security seal.
$110.
It's a late PS2 game. There we go. Late PS2
Fair
game
warning.
on Gradius. I think they ship within 2 weeks,
Next
you're
lot.
on, I think.
$2.
What's Heritage shipping time like? What have you guys been
$34.
seeing recently? I think it's about 2 weeks to get your shit shipped. As soon as the price drop happens, you're subbing to VGA? Yup. There's some stuff I'll send out as well in Asuma. You were eating. Yeah, you won both the
$46.
95 Castlevania on DS and the 95 plus new Super Mario Bros. On
Fair
Wii.
warning.
Oof.
$50.
Damn, Inazuma. Sick pickups, man. I'm so jealous.
$55.
I'm so jealous. That's sick.
Fair warning.
There's one more item you'll be bidding on, then you're off to bed. Was it Friends by chance, Pro Retro? Did you end up winning your copy of Friends?
Fair
Have yourself a good night, man. Congrats on that. Kingdom Hearts 2,
Next lot.
9.4A.
$2.
It is the foil copy there for $84. Katamari Damacy, $129. Vice City Trilogy Edition, $159. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories,
warning.
9.6A.
$4.
Is there an issue here? What are we doing?
$8.
I think we can just like save everyone some time here if I mash the bid button.
$24.
Fair warning.
You know what I mean? Like we can just speed this auction up a little bit. Like it's at $55. What are we
Fair
doing out
warning.
here? If I'm gonna win it for $55, I'll take it. You know what I mean?
$30. $32.
No, I
You've
know.
been
I
outbid.
figured. There's a lot of stuff where I don't say what I'm bidding on either.
$38. $40.
What are we at?
You've been
$69?
outbid.
That's still cheap.
$44.
They'll say after you win it.
You've
Sounds
been
good.
outbid.
Fair warning.
73 bucks. One more.
$46. $48.
All right, there we go.
You've been
There's
outbid.
nothing drives me crazier though when we have a game that
warning.
has value and like we're sitting at the $7 mark here. You know what I mean?
Next lot.
Like this game isn't selling for $10.
$2.
Let's save ourselves the minutes here. We don't need Kingdom Hearts Chain of
$6,
Memories to go up for
$10,
auction for 3
$14,
minutes. We can
$18,
speed that auction along a little bit. $75 for it there. It still feels
$30.
cheap to be completely honest. Like that I don't know. Is Chain of Memories really that
Fair
worthless?
warning.
First print there with the little sticker on it.
$34.
Is it really that
$38,
worthless? 9.6A?
$44.
Here's Lord of the Rings, Aragon's Quest. When I see the name Aragon written, and I see that
Fair
it's like
warning.
Aragorn, I always want to say Aragorn, it screws me up.
Next lot.
$2.
Aragon's Quest sells for
$22.
$71, 9.6A plus. Here is the Fellowship of the Ring,
$24.
9.6A.
Fair warning.
$26. $28.
Yeah, Alma, you bought both the Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, I don't know, man.
$30.
$84 and $75 respectively.
$32.
That's funny that it was me and you bidding, Alma. Good God.
Fair warning.
$34,
we're fighting over an absolute floor on Chain of Memories.
Fair
Like,
warning.
what?
$38.
Why is no one bidding on this?
$42. $44.
Surely Chain of Memories is worth more than $75, right?
Fair warning.
Seems crazy. I wonder if I didn't bid, how much it would have went for then. Good
$50.
God. Fellowship of the Ring is slowly pushing its way up as well. It's already above Kingdom Hearts.
Fair warning.
Already above Chain of Memories here. Looks like it's gonna push.
$65.
Could have got it for $1 if not for me.
$70.
Yeah. Could you imagine, Alma, if it would have sold for the $1 before I just started mashing it?
Fair warning.
That's market manipulation right there. They need to lock me up. That's me pumping the value of Kingdom Hearts
Fair
Chain of
warning.
Memories. Reddit would not stand for that one.
Next lot.
I missed the timestamp on PS2 stuff as
$22.
well. Damn. It probably started somewhere around 141.
$24. $26.
No, I do not have any messages from you, Skull. Fellowship of the Ring goes for 104.
$30.
Return of the King is a 9.4A. So yeah, Fellowship of the Ring, same grade, sold for $30 more than Chain of Memories. Okay, alright, I guess so.
Fair warning.
$34.
Somehow you still don't own Chain of Memories on
$36.
PS2? You want to get a 9.8A++ for like
$38,
$23?
$40.
Yes. I feel like I
$42,
bought my copy from Certified Link of Chain of
$46.
Memories years ago.
$48.
Well, when I say years ago, I mean like probably 1 or 2 years, but it feels like an eternity ago. What the fuck did I pay for mine?
Fair warning.
Why isn't it coming up here?
$60.
Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. VGA.
Fair warning.
This fucking guy.
Next
This
lot.
fucking guy.
$14.
I think I bought this
18,
copy right here for
20,
$165.85.
20,
I'm pretty sure this is the
32,
copy I
30,
bought.
30,
February
38,
2022,
$40,
165 for the VGA 85.
$46,
Which, like, I'm happy. Great.
$6, $7, $80.
Still hasn't, it's still held up decently, honestly.
$90. $100.
You just won a copy of Final Fantasy VII Greatest Hits for $200, 8.5A. Skull, I imagine that is an actual retail release copy? Like time period specific,
warning.
I assume?
100.
I don't know why I have a filter. I don't know. I don't know why it's trial and error with you guys. I don't know.
Fair warning.
Paul Brown joining the Greg Gang. Shit! It's like 3 new members today, I think. Much appreciated, Paul.
$90.
Welcome to the Greg Gang, man. Much appreciated.
Fair warning.
Yeah, Timothy breaking the
Next
fourth
lot.
wall. No kidding.
$2.
Lord of the Return of the Kings there went for $89. Metal Gear Solid 2, $216 for the
$4.
9.4A. This is a game I still need to get as well. I want to get a 9.6A plus. I just don't want to pay a lot of money for it. Time period correct. Square Enix never sold it on their site, so it's old. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff, Skull. Yeah, when the greatest hits games, like for those Final
Fair
Fantasies,
warning.
are actually from the time period, I don't mind it at all.
Next lot.
Like that's solid.
$2.
Black Label is really freaking
$4.
expensive, so.
$6.
Addy's
$8,
World
$10,
in the
$12,
chat.
$14.
You love your graded Switch games, Greg. Shows up for the graded Switch game
warning.
pump. Your intentions are clear, Addy. Your intentions are clear.
Next lot.
I don't know if Pro Retro won yet. He didn't tell us. Was he going for Metal Gear Solid 2? I don't know. He didn't say anything. He said he's going to let us know, so I assume he wasn't going for this one.
$40.
NBA 07, Kobe Bryant, $75 for the 9.6A plus.
Fair warning.
NBA 2K10, Kobe Bryant, $41. Neo
Next
Contra,
lot.
9.6A plus.
$2.
Damn. $159 for Neo Contra. Just cool because it's like part of the Contra series.
$8, $10.
I don't know if
15,
Neo
20,
Contra or
30,
even any of the
38,
PS2 Contra games are like
46,
good,
50,
but they're part of the
55,
Contra franchise, so that counts, you know? Here's Primal, 9.6A plus.
Fair warning. Next
Life got in the
lot.
way, messy breakup, life happens. Oh yeah, for sure. Like,
$260.
never sweat it because like all of this shit is always gonna be here. Like, this isn't
Fair warning.
life, you know what I mean? hobbies, interests, and shit will always be secondary. So, yeah, if you had real life stuff going on, by all means, take a step away. The fact that you did take a step away tells me you have your priorities straight, so.
Fair warning.
Contra Shattered Soldier for PS2 is okay. It's not really a glowing
Fair
review.
warning.
Not really a glowing review, JK. But, I mean, hey, it's something. Resident Evil Outbreak, 9.68 plus goes for $288. Let's check the prices on
warning.
Outbreak.
Next
Whoops, I
lot.
put 2 O's on it.
$2.
Outbreak. I feel like we don't see Outbreak come up much at all.
$8.
Smuggler's Run,
$10.
9.4A. Another really early PS2. Yeah, 2000 on this one as well.
$26. $28.
Resident Evil
$32.
Outbreak. We've never seen a 9.6A plus. Wow, okay. We've only seen 5 copies total.
Fair warning.
Last copy we saw was in November.
$34.
9.6A for $240. So 9.6A plus today for $288.
Fair warning.
36.
80 plus on certified link. Went for $200 back in early 2022, and that's it. Yeah, we just don't see Outbreak much at all.
Fair warning.
So, there you go. Resident Evil Outbreak. And 2 of these
Next
copies
lot.
are from the frickin' Essentials. So in 3-4 years on Heritage, we've seen this game 3 times.
$32.
So eBay is
$36,
going to have much more
$40,
data on Outbreak than we find on Heritage.
$55, $60, $70.
Here is Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. 9.6A plus.
Fair warning.
UPC punched, but it's an early print copy of the
Next
game.
lot.
And I want it.
$2.
Let's fucking go. $94 to get an actual copy of Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. Pretty
$4,
darn cool.
$6, $8.
Now I gotta see if I'm an idiot.
$14, $16.
Doesn't sound bad.
$18.
See what we got here. When have we seen a
$20,
Sunnyvale address come up?
$24,
Okay, we saw one
$26.
back in 2020. And it was $168.
$28.
Let's go! Let's go! That's profit. That's buying low, boys.
Fair
That's
warning.
buying the dip. Let's buy the fucking dip.
$30.
Looks like a 90 went on certified link in 2021 for $230 though, so that's
$30,
a hell of a
$34,
purchase there, but
$36, $38.
yeah. Street Fighter
$40,
Anniversary Collection, real print. Pretty cool.
$44,
Pretty cool.
$46.
Pretty neat.
$48.
And it is a hole punch copy. I've told you guys before, I don't mind UPC punch if
Fair
the
warning.
price is right. And like the price is right. This is the price is right.
$60.
Right? I didn't pay up for it. The price is right. I am not a UPC punch purist, so long as the price is right.
Next lot.
$2.
He should remove that from the website
$24.
immediately, Skull. I feel belittled and condescended by him having that message there. It hurts my ego, and I do not like it. Entering into PS3 games here with Silent Hill Downpour, 9.68 plus. We've been seeing this game bounce up and down. I think the last copy sold for like
You've been
$200,
outbid.
if I'm not mistaken.
$44, $48,
We saw
$50.
this sell for like $100, then $200, so
Fair warning.
we'll see what this one sells for. Looks like this one's not gonna. Oh, it might still break 100. We do not have PS3
warning.
sales. Maybe I can click on the listing here. Yeah, we went
$60.
from $84, $164 for the 9.8A plus.
Fair
Then the
warning.
9.6A plus sold for $264 for some reason. We've seen it 3
Next
weeks,
lot.
almost 3 weeks in a row.
$2.
We've seen 5
$12.
copies of the game now in what, like 6 weeks, 7 weeks? No. Tonight's copy ends at
Fair warning.
$84. Okay, nice,
$14.
nice. Here's Uncharted 3: Drake's Deception.
Fair warning.
You thought you won the Harmony of Dissonance as well, but you were the underbidder. Damn. Yeah, that
Next lot.
that Harmony of Dissonance in Asuma was a pretty damn good price, I'll be honest.
$340.
This is really fucking cool as well, I'll be honest.
$380.
Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain
$400,
Collector's Edition,
$420,
VGA 95 Big Box.
$480, $500.
That is an impressive 95. A really impressive 95.
$600 and $700.
Yeah, Pro Retro staying real silent, exactly. Maybe this is
Fair
what he's
warning.
going for. Maybe he wants the frickin' Diamond Dogs. Yeah, this big box is just crazy. I would venture to say, like, you will never be able to create a 95 with any
warning.
raw copy of this game that exists, just due to box design.
$950.
So, like, if you wanted 95, who knows how many exist, but, like,
Fair warning.
you won't make one yourself. You'll never make one yourself. It's that type of item. Really cool. But, like, holy shit, we're above $1,000. Like, it's really cool, but, like, I'm out, right? I wouldn't even consider it. So
Next lot.
it definitely brought in some value there. $1,200 of value. That's kind of wild. That's kind of wild.
$22, $26.
Pro Retro was buying the fucking
$30.
Phantom Pain. Wow. Wow. Congratulations, man. Sorry I'm sitting here pumping it while you're trying to bid.
$42.
You will never get this again. Like, you need to bid as much as you possibly can. Like, do not let this go.
$50.
Sorry, dude.
$60.
I'm glad you were still able to pick it up. It definitely didn't go cheap, though. I'll tell you that
Fair
much.
warning.
People definitely were bidding on that one.
$70.
And I'm gonna, since I
You've
want
been
a game
outbid.
now, like, since I'm gonna pay to ship that Street
Fair
Fighter
warning.
game, I'm more willing to toss bids at stuff. I'm gonna toss one more bid at Arx Fatalis here.
$75.
You've been outbid.
Yeah, I'm like, stop,
Fair
but you're
warning.
right. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Raw
Next
copies
lot.
go for $250? Yeah.
$2.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. That's a crazy 95.
$4.
Sorry, dude. Oh, you were also bidding on
Fair
it, Swap
warning.
Daddy. How high did you take it?
$6.
Jesus, the bidding war going on in the chat here.
Fair warning.
$7. $8.
The biggest thing, or the
$9.
best thing about MGS5, in my opinion, is that the soundtrack for the game is like The Man Who Sold the
Fair
World.
warning.
So that really brought that
$10.
song into my realm, and I still love that song now to this day. So that's the
Fair
best thing that MGS5 did for me.
$12.
Otherwise, I watched my brother play it a bit. I didn't really do much for it. I don't know. It
Fair
seemed
warning.
fine, not great.
$14.
I never felt compelled to play it. You're still holding onto your Switch Doom
Fair
9.8A? Might be rare in the future. Yeah, do I need to
Next
give you guys
lot.
some of these?
$24.
Is that the good ASMR right there?
$28.
I think Brute Force is just kind of
Fair
worth
warning.
nothing. 8.5B plus for $41. This is cool. Capcom Classic Collections,
You've been
9.68
outbid.
plus.
$40.
Again,
been
since I'm going to
outbid.
be paying to bid something else anyway, or to ship something else
$44.
anyway, I'll chuck a couple of bids at
$48.
this.
You've been outbid.
One more.
$55.
Okay.
$60.
You've
All
been
right.
outbid.
Yeah, metal scraping ASMR.
$65.
Fair warning.
Yeah, your issue, JK. Your problem was you thought Pro Retro would
lot.
purchase a 9.4A.
$7.
That was your mistake. 9.4A and Pro Retro aren't going to go together. So, the 95 there, that's
Fair
more of a
warning.
Pro Retro type game.
$12.
Yeah, the money's flowing now.
$16,
Exactly, Super Junk.
$20.
Now we're out here bidding $89 on anything. This is still cool. Like,
Fair warning.
maybe I'm just a sucker for compilations, but like, man, I guess I am. The other game I bought is the Street
$24.
Fighter Annie collection. Good God. But I think the Capcom's Classics collection is cool.
$26.
$89 for that, 9.68 plus. Here's Volume
$28.
2, 9.4A. Just a much lower grade, which makes me a lot less
Fair
interested,
warning.
to be honest. WATA Pop
$30.
reports did go down on cracked crossed games, verified by the head of the
Fair
database.
warning.
Let's go. That's huge. That's huge. Good to know.
$34.
Fair warning.
Yeah, Morrowind coming up.
$36.
Get ready. Hold on to your butts. 9.68 plus on Morrowind, sitting at
$40.
552. We're only 3 games away from that. I think that's the last. Oh, but right after it is actually
Fair warning.
Evil Dead 9.8A plus. That actually could be interesting as well.
$42.
We'll see. The 2 big ones coming up here back to back on original
Fair
Xbox.
warning.
Do we have any 360 today? Surely we do.
$44.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of 360 today. Holy shit. Okay, cool.
$46.
Well, that's what you guys have to look forward to here.
Fair warning.
$48.
We said that. We
Fair
said
warning.
that, Power Collectors. No one ignored you. I thought we all agreed.
Next
I
lot.
thought we all agreed that the pops went down on
$42.
crosses.
$65.
I did ignore Drake of the Thousand Dragons. I did. I know, I'm crazy. Drake of the 99 Dragons. How could I ignore it, right? Here's Castlevania, Curse of Darkness, 9.68
You've been
plus.
outbid.
What are we at? 150?
Fair warning.
169? I'll do one more bid. That's it. Yeah, I'm outbid on it.
You've
That's
been
fine.
outbid.
Cool game, Castlevania on original Xbox, but
Fair warning.
just a bit out of my budget right now. I don't want to spend $200 and some on an Xbox Castlevania. It's funny because,
Fair
like, I've wanted one of these original prints to show up for a long time on Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. And I thought once one does, it was actually going to get some bids, but yeah, $94. Street Fighter Annie Collection.
$80.
Cool game. Maybe I'm just trying to copium. Maybe I don't know how I feel about it, and I'm just trying to convince me that I like it, not you guys.
$26.
Castlevania goes for $312. I never stood a chance. Went for twice as much as I bid on it. Here's Doom 3, Resurrection of Evil, 9.6A.
Fair warning.
This is going for like $70 so far.
$46.
Resurrection of Evil. I think it's what, the expansion pack?
$60.
Oh, it doesn't require original Doom to play. It includes the original Ultimate Doom, Doom 2, and master levels for Doom 2. Okay, cool.
Fair warning. Next lot.
$12.
I don't recall calling you crazy, but you are.
$14. $16.
Got 'em.
$18. $20. $22. $24.
Yeah, where did the head of
$26.
database confirm Power Collectors? Where were you chatting with them or talking?
Fair warning.
$28. $30.
Out on the Castlevania, went too high for what it is. PS2 version, yeah, but not. That's how I felt 2X HW. It's the Xbox version.
$34.
No Xbox games sell for $300 right now, and it just feels like a little bit too much of a premium to be paying for Castlevania on Xbox.
$36.
But it's one of the cooler
$38.
games on Xbox, no doubt. We'll see what Morrowind and Evil Dead do though. I assume both of these are going to sell for more than Castlevania. Well,
Next
I mean,
lot.
Elder Scrolls might sell for 1,000 plus. We'll see. 9.68 plus. They didn't even put the pop data on the side here. I'm surprised.
$550.
This has to be near the top of the pop, is it not?
$600.
Original Xbox. Morrowind.
Fair warning.
9.68 plus. There are 3 of them, and there are 5 9.8As. So it's really high grade, but there's a decent amount higher than it.
Fair warning.
Still a really high grade copy of the game. There's more on the pop report than I anticipated. Yeah, there's just more 9.8 than I anticipated. 5 9.8s, 4 of which are 9.8A plus. Nice copies of Morrowind out there. Albeit, the bidding is pushing its way up to $1,000 here.
Fair warning.
Let me grab the comps on this. On gamerstonks.com. Your number one resource for graded game comps. This would be a great website if the owner let us use it. Let you guys use it, I should say. Anyways,
$1,200.
9.8A last sold for $2,000 in December. 9.8A plus $2,400 in November.
Next lot.
9.6A last $660 in May 2022. This 9.6A plus here, definitely right in the, like, this is good sale. Good sale on the 9.6A plus, right in between the 9.8s and the other 9.6s.
Fair warning.
Like underneath the 9.6, you know what I mean? Or fuck, underneath the 9.8, but a solid sale for 9.6. Also, here we go, exactly what I was talking about with Evil Dead. 9.8A plus, we're at $1,000 fucking dollars. Do not sleep on Evil Dead. Wow. We're gonna pass Morrowind. Fuck Morrowind. Evil Dead. A fistful of boomstick. Wow. Bruce motherfucking Campbell bringing in the dollars. That's crazy. 1,140. 1,320 for Morrowind. 1,140 for Evil Dead.
$34, $38, $44,
Like,
$46, $48.
holy shit. That's like one of the biggest Xbox sales we've ever had. That's wild.
Fair warning.
That is wild. Here's Final Fight Streetwise. I'll toss a bit at this one too.
You've been outbid.
$70.
You've been outbid.
Wait, what? What are we talking about here with the 9.6 matte?
Fair $80. $85. $90. $95. $100.
Kenneth owns the matte.
100.
He owns the matte sticker 9.6. So Kenneth, I have heard, I don't even want to.
$120.
If Kenneth graded that with WATA, and then he has a bad falling out with WATA, and then crosses it over to CGC,
Fair warning.
it seems a little bit funny, you know? Seems a little bit funny. So now CGC is the proud owner of the highest grade matte sticker copy. Kind of funny.
Next lot.
Final Fight Streetwise closes at $149. I have not heard much of Evil Dead in my life either, JK. I was fully banking on the fact that it's Evil Dead and it is 9.88 plus. That's it.
$28.
That's the that's all I was banking on with this one. Here's Forza Motorsport 9.48 plus.
$32. $34. $36. $38. $40.
You're sending your Evil Dead big box to Heritage. You can't get more than 500 for it on eBay, so F it. Yup.
$44.
After that, man, like very clearly, there's love for Evil Dead amongst the bidder pool here. That's wild. Wild. That's a future loss. I mean, it certainly is something, man. It certainly is something. I'm just glad that I knew it was gonna pop.
$55.
Wild.
Fair warning.
I don't know details, JK. I don't know details of why Kenneth and WATA split. That's above my pay grade. But it does seem a bit funny that his game would go from being the WATA highest graded copy to swapped over to CGC. That's all. I don't know any intricate details of it.
$48.
He wasn't just a grader, Bean. He was the chief head grader of WATA. He had a high rank with the company prior to going to CGC.
$80. $85.
Fair warning.
So,
$90.
the Gun Valkyrie here, 9.68 plus. We've seen a few Gun Valkyries come up, actually. Yeah, I nailed that one, man. Nailed that one. I didn't think it was gonna go for $1,000. I was thinking like $400 or $500 would be exciting. $1,000 is just wacky. So
fair warning.
You sent in an Evil Dead variation that WATA didn't see before with the THQ NFR sticker. What console on Old Drunk Gamer?
Fair warning.
Which console would that one be on?
$40.
Bean.
$150.
Bean. Yes.
Fair warning.
How else does he own it? They had like 2 to 3 graders at WATA when he was there.
$28.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Inazuma, I'm not saying shit, man. I ain't saying shit.
$36.
Wonder how many games you'll see at the Midwest Gaming Classic this year. It seems more every year, very few buyers. Yeah, that's like, I don't know. I've never been to a convention, so I can't really say, but it doesn't seem like... Yeah, it doesn't seem like people going to a convention would want graded games. It seems more of a spontaneous crowd who's just looking to, like, game. But hey, I might have it completely wrong. The Forza Motorsport closed at $79 there, 9.48 plus. Very available game, so if you're someone who's a big fan of Forza and you want to get yourself a nice copy, they are very plentiful, they are very affordable. Gun Valkyrie, 169 there. Half-Life 2, 9.6 with a B plus, goes for 71. Here's LA Rush, 9.68 plus.
$10. $14.
Not a game I know anything about, LA Rush.
$28.
Fair warning.
Exactly, Timothy. There's certain conversations that just don't need to be had. Not in this setting, anyway.
Fair warning.
That gets deep into the weeds with that stuff. No, Chokeslime, I've literally never been to a convention. I've never been to a convention.
Fair warning.
Conventions used to be good years ago. I always want to go to a convention just because they sound like, you know, a huge, like, nerd heaven. So it just sounds like it'd be super fun to walk around, browse, talk to people, but...
Next lot.
$2.
Your very few graded sales have been at conventions. Mostly you keep them, though. How did you do selling at a convention, Chris Larson? Were you able to get pretty solid prices? LA Rush closes at $63, 9.6A plus.
$16.
Medal of Honor, Rising Sun, 9.6A. Game I owned on GameCube growing up.
$20.
Stop slacking and come to the Midwest Gaming Classic. We will have cheese. Yeah, it's just such a... It's such an expense for me to go to a U.S. convention. Like flights, hotels, convention costs. Like it's a full-on vacation for me to try and get down there. So it's tough for me to justify.
$30. $32.
You got solid prices for sure. Good stuff. Good stuff. Midwest Gaming Classic is amazing. 500 pinball machines on free play, 100 arcades, bunch of consoles set up. Yeah, that sounds crazy. Right? Like, that just sounds fucking awesome to walk around and browse. Sounds like exactly what I would want.
$26. $28.
The Midwest Gaming Classic is insanely huge now. You were going to it and it was in a hotel with setups in hotel rooms. Good God.
Next
Yo, Bullet of 45, you just missed Evil Dead sell for $1,100 and Morrowind bring in $1,320, both high-grade copies of that. We're shaking our way through original Xbox right now. Midtown Madness number 3, exclusive on Xbox. Only copy of this variant on the Pop Report. NFR sticker. What the fuck? There was an NFR? Store bundle. Oh, okay. I was going to say, Midtown Madness couldn't have been included in an actual bundle. Looks like it's just a retailer bundle. Yeah. A retailer putting stuff together there. Like, what? The Midtown Madness console bundle for original Xbox? That's insane. But no. We did not get that lucky.
Fair warning.
What if you just had to fly there and get free hotel? That's getting a lot better, Timothy. That's definitely getting a lot better. What I need to do is, like, I need to get someone to sponsor me for it. I need Heritage or WATA or CGC or someone to sponsor me to go down to conventions. I can just wear a big tank top that says, like, whatever fucking brand you want. I can put it on my forehead. I don't care. I'll be a walking billboard. Just get my ass down there. So, the Gamer Stonks. Do you want some Gamer Stonks advertising? Right here, man. Right on the forehead.
$85. $90.
Midtown Madness closes at $61 there. Mortal Kombat Deception 9.6A plus with the platinum hit sticker on it. So a late retail copy of the game there. 9.6A plus.
Fair warning.
$150.
Fair warning.
A vacation, says the guy that's self-employed. Yep. Yep, hard-working man, Jesus. Everyone needs a break now and then.
Fair warning.
$160.
And then send a video to Greg of all of us having fun without him.
Next lot.
$2.
You should be able to get a press pass. I might sponsor you to go to PRGE. It couldn't come from the community or anything. I would never want something like that.
$34, $38, $40.
That'd just be too goofy. I was just about to say, when video games are getting more mainstream and the channel growing, you'll get a fix. That's what I'm thinking. So, Odin, eventually, it won't be crazy to think that I could get a sponsorship to go down there.
$44.
But that's in the future. That's in the future. We'll get there. NBA 2K2 9.4A there with Allen Iverson on the cover, 67, and the Mortal Kombat Deception did go for 180. Here's Psychonauts with the golden disc giveaway sticker on the cover there.
$120.
I think it's like if you open it up and there's a golden disc inside, you win money. $5,000 bucks. What the hell is it here? Instant win. You could win $5,000. Find the gold disc inside, and you could win $5,000.
Next lot.
There it is.
$80. $85.
What a great contest.
$95.
$159 with the Psychonauts. Here's Red Ninja 9.6A.
Fair warning.
I don't know if there's anything about this game either, but I see the price is pushing over $100, and then I remember what I said about waifus and M-rated games getting value, and I mean, here we are, right? Does this fall into that same category? I think it kind of does.
$130.
You'll give me a tent to
Fair
sleep
warning.
in the parking lot? That's very kind. That's very considerate.
Next lot.
$7.
Get a press pass and do some
$14.
interviews. Now we're getting somewhere, power collectors. You're at the kind of spot where you don't feel like there's
Fair
anything I'm
warning.
looking to buy from conventions. Yeah, I agree, Potbelly.
$18.
Like, I don't know if I'd be like an actual buyer at a convention unless someone had something
Fair
really unique.
$22.
Like, I would probably take some money. Like, hear me out on this. There is
Fair
fun.
warning.
There is fun in simply going to a convention or one of these areas
Next
where
lot.
even when you know shit is overpriced,
$75.
you just take a budget of like $200 and you're like,
$85,
fuck it, I'm just gonna
$90.
spend some money. I don't care if it's overpriced. Like, I
$95,
do understand that
$100.
that vibe, that mentality. So I'd probably do
Fair
something
warning.
like that. Just give myself a small budget and, you know, buy some shit that I think looks cool.
$130.
Not do price checks or anything, just try to like treat it as an organic
$150.
experience.
$160. $170.
Jesus Christ, Jesus.
$180.
you see, that
Fair
comment
warning.
there, Jesus, is why the WATA Discord is PG-13. You just never know when a curveball is going to come
$190.
right out, you know? Sometimes you just got to play it safe.
Fair warning.
You get jumped by the RGC crowd, have to take a
Next
couple of those
lot.
with you to watch your back.
$55.
Could you imagine? I'm still waiting to be recognized by someone. Still waiting to be recognized by someone in
Fair
public.
warning.
Hasn't happened yet. When is it going to happen? I don't know. Who will be the first person to recognize me? Not on the
$85.
internet. I don't know. Maybe it will happen 3 years from now. I don't know.
$95.
That's going to be quite the frickin' day, though, I'll tell you that.
$110.
At conventions, there's always people sleeping in the hallway behind a big plant. Oh my god.
Fair warning.
I don't really want to do that, I'll be honest. The Sims was an 8.5A for $49.
warning.
Spider-Man 2 was a 9.6A plus. Actually brought in $216
Next
as
lot.
well. Like, that seems like a
$12.
solid sale for Spider-Man 2. 9.6A plus. Superman, the Man of
$14.
Steel, 9.6A plus, brings in $139.
$16.
Pretty
$18.
positive you can still buy these from Deal
$20.
Tavern if you want to grab yourself a copy of Superman. If you're looking at it and you're like, wow, that looks cool, pretty sure Deal Tavern still has them. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, 9.6A.
$34. $36. $38.
You think you got the
$40.
last TMG hotel
$44.
rate at the hotel that's right across from the place?
$46.
Personally, find me a tree to sleep under.
Fair warning.
$48. $50.
You've got a budget, you only bring
$55.
cash. It's insane to see people using credit cards on a bunch of Pokemon or Silent Hill games.
Fair
Yeah.
warning.
I mean, I think
$60.
some people, like I said, I would take a small
$65.
budget Potbelly. I'm sure there are some people who have like a $500 to $1,000 budget
Fair
and just,
warning.
you know what I mean? Treat it like a spending spree.
$70.
Kind of like a Super Bowl type of event where it's like, fuck it, I'm just going in there to spend money. Like, it's like Disney
$75.
World for some people, I assume.
Fair warning.
$80. $85.
It's hard to get recognized when you live in the middle of the Arctic. Yes. Yes, it
Fair
is,
warning.
Jesus. When I live in the middle of the Arctic and hardly leave my house,
$90.
I have big expectations. Big expectations.
Fair warning.
Why can't they make a single good Superman game? Is there a good Superman game?
$95.
You make a really good point there, Skull. Is there such a good is there such a
Fair
thing as a
warning.
great Superman game? I don't think there is.
Next lot.
At least I don't think I can think of one.
$2.
Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell goes for
$4.
$119 there in a slow bleed auction. My god, that was a long one. Here's Viet Cong
Fair
9.6A.
warning.
$6.
It's sitting at like $5-6
$8 to
here,
$10.
$35 after premium.
$12.
I have to assume it goes for $60, right?
$14.
Another game that I know nothing about. Xbox has so many
$16.
titles that I just know nothing about. Viet Cong is definitely one of those.
Fair warning.
This is that category though, or that's not category. This is that time in
Next
gaming
lot.
where fucking everyone just put out
$32.
FPSs. So
$75.
yeah. The Amazing Spider-Man.
$80. $85.
9.88 plus on this with a 9.2
$95.
slip sleeve. We aren't placing bids on it. Okay. I mean, hey,
$110.
$9.88 plus on this is pretty fucking cool with the slip sleeve.
$120. $130.
Is it me and Alma bidding
You've been
against each
outbid.
other again? Is it just me and Alma? Perhaps? Perchance? Could it be?
$170.
You've been outbid.
Fair warning.
Cool game. Cool grade on it as well.
$180.
I don't know what this game is worth raw factory sealed, but like 9.88 plus Amazing
$190.
Spider-Man on 360, I don't think it's a super common game.
Fair warning.
But oh yeah, Death and Return of Superman on Super Nintendo. You're right, JK. That game might actually be a solid title. That actually
warning.
might be a good one. I know a lot of people like Death and Return of Superman. On both
$240.
Super Nintendo and Genesis, that game has a lot of value. Yeah, that was a long Xbox block,
warning.
Super Junk, for it not being a long Xbox block. I think there was like 20 games there, and yeah, that was like almost 30 minutes. Spider-Man
Fair
is getting some love here.
$300.
We're pushing our way up to $300. When did I bid out? Somewhere around the 160 mark?
Fair warning.
Yeah, we're like almost twice as high as my bid was now on this.
Next lot.
That Spidey game is worth quite a bit raw? Yeah, I figured. Ended at 336. Yeah,
$16.
I figured, Alma. And the slipcover being a
$20.
9.2 is honestly pretty, like, that's pretty solid as far as slipcovers go.
$28.
As a guy that sells there, you have to have a square reader or something. People run low on
$36.
cash and still find stuff. Yeah, I would absolutely take a square, 100%. If I was at a convention and set up, I would be taking credit cards all day long. Give me that money.
$44.
Fair warning.
Which game's Bullet 45? Like, I've grew up
Next
playing games my whole life, so
$4.
there's a good chance that, you know, any given title I might have experience with. It's hit and miss though, right? Like, I haven't played every single game. Can't. Here's Banjo, Nuts and Bolts, 9.48 plus.
$80.
We'll just speed up life on this one as well a little bit here.
You've been outbid.
Now it's over $100 at least.
You've been
9.48
outbid.
plus on this. I still need to get a nice copy. I was really pissed off. I unboxed a little bit of stuff, like, without recording it or anything, and Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts was in it, and it looked fucking nice, right? Like, front and back looked great. It was going to be a 9.68 plus, and then the spine was faded. And that's the second time I've gotten a faded spine 360 game in the past, like, 5 months. And that's after years of not getting any faded stuff. And yeah,
$140.
I've gotten 2 360 spine fades in the past like 3 or 4 months after not having any. And it pissed me right off. So yeah, I still need a nice copy of Nuts and Bolts.
$2.
I have like a 9.0 A plus now because of spine fade. So stupid.
$4.
$159 for the 9.4 A plus on Nuts and Bolts. Army of 2 there, $71 for the 9.4 A plus. Battlefield Bad Company, Gold Edition. Just looks fantastic. 9.0 A plus on this. Pretty cool. And it looks like the slipcover is part of the game itself because there is no note there.
$44, $48, $50, $65, $70,
360 spine fade sounds like a trick in Tony Hawk.
$80,
Yes.
$85,
Yes, Super Junk. 360 spine
$90,
fade.
$95,
That gold edition slipcover is really hard to find without dings and stuff. I believe it. And it looks freaking awesome.
$10,
Like, I know it's only a 9.0 A plus, but like, it just looks super cool.
$120, $130.
Fair warning.
You would have been on Spider-Man for 200? Yeah, that's exactly JK. That's why I bid it up to 180 without any fear. Like, around the 200 mark just felt super safe on that.
Fair warning.
It's same with this game around $100. Just feels super safe, right? It sold for what, like 150 bucks? Probably closer to a fair value, but yeah, at anything under $100. Same with Nuts and Bolts, right? If anyone's gonna sell these for under 100 bucks, like yeah, I'll buy it. It just doesn't affect me. You know what I mean? So
You've been
that's why I'm
outbid.
willing to just throw some bids at these games.
$65, $70, $75, $80.
Oh man, we still have Halo 4 in this auction, because of course we
Fair
do.
warning.
Sitting at $81 right now. Over under 150. Place your bets on Halo 4 today. Over under is set at
Fair
150.
$90.
I don't know, can they, JK? I'm sure game stores could invest in something called
$95.
blinds to help with fading, but it just is what it is. It
Fair
fucking
warning.
sucks. Just sucks. Yeah, Bad Company
Next
was
lot.
totally a bit of a cult classic. I would say it was even just like a mainline FPS game. I don't even know if cult classic. I think it was just widely popular. This is gonna pop. Borderlands 9.6 A++. Immediately shot up to $700. Finding a black
Fair
label
warning.
original Borderlands, not easy. Especially mint ones.
Next lot.
Goes for
$22,
$690 on Borderlands.
$100.
There we go. There we go.
$160.
You can quickly run out of monies buying all the $100 games. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you fully, Alma. Here's Bullet
Fair
Witch
warning.
getting some love. 9.6 A+ on this one.
$180.
Tied with one other for the highest graded copy. Not a game I know much about
Fair
at
warning.
all. Bullet Witch. I'm surprised to see it pushing over $200.
Next lot.
$12.
Went for $204 there.
$120. $140.
Here's Castlevania Lords of Shadow.
$160.
Is this an early print or a late print with that DLC code on it? It must be an early
Fair
print.
warning.
It immediately shot up to $200. Lords of Shadow was a fun game. I did buy this when it came out.
Next lot.
$192, 9.6 A++ on Lords of Shadow. With a little DLC square at the bottom there. Bullet Witch is fun but janky. It has these
Fair
huge
warning.
environments. That Borderlands probably went to Josh Byerly or Matt Rose. Yeah, probably. Probably.
Fair
They
warning.
seem to take down most of those frickin' really nice Xbox games. Let's see the pop
$240.
reports on Borderlands. I can't spell border.
$280.
I can't do it. There it is. There's only 24 copies
300,
submitted.
300, 400
Just the top copy here. 9.6 A++. There's one 9.8
Fair
A++.
warning.
This CGC copy would be the second highest graded copy, assuming WATA and
Next
CGC
lot.
are the same. There's no WATA
$2.
9.6 A++. So, there you go. What could be the second nicest copy of Borderlands that exists right now?
$4.
$690. Gears 2, 9.6 A+, early print there, $456. Grand Theft Auto 4 and
$8.
episodes from Liberty City Stories, 9.2 with a
$10.
B+, though.
$12.
And we're fighting our way
$14.
around the $12 mark.
$16.
Actually, some cool 360 stuff in the auction today. This is like some of the
$18.
most we ever see for Xbox
$20.
360.
$22.
And it all culminates with Viva Pinata at the very end. Very nice, very nice.
Fair warning.
Lords of Shadow was pretty good. Would like to see more Castlevania games like this?
Next
Yep,
lot.
absolutely, JK. Lords of Shadow was a lot of fun. I had a good time with it anyway when it came out. I haven't played it in years and years and years, but I played through the whole game. It was good. I don't know. I don't even remember if I played Lords of Shadow 2, though. I remember wanting to play it, but then I don't know if I ever got around to it. Grand Theft Auto 4 there went for $49. Here's Grand Theft
Fair
Auto
warning.
5 Platinum Hits. 9.6 A++.
Next lot.
I don't know. I don't know why it was submitted.
$32,
$65.
$38.
Halo 3 from the Legendary Edition. 9.6 B+. I'm surprised from the Legendary Edition is a B+. You'd think most of these would hold up pretty nice.
$46. $55.
Who's paying this much for these Gears 2s? I'll sell you one for way less. Yes, Alma. I thought this was super high on Gears 2.
Fair warning.
How much are you asking for your copy? Just out of curiosity. This is an early print Gears 2, it looks like, with DNSB, I assume. I hit the wrong button on it, though.
Fair warning.
Is this isn't even... Oh, it is. Okay,
Next
DNSB
lot.
copy there. Yep, $456 on
$90.
Heritage. Here's Halo 4. I'll put one bid.
$100.
You've been outbid.
129.
Fair warning.
I can't do it. I just don't
110,
care.
$120.
I just don't care enough. We need 2 more bids and we're over 150 for the
Fair
over
warning.
crew. Where's the over 150 crew in chat? We're sweating. We're right on the line.
Next lot.
Under.
$32.
Under bidders. You get your win.
$70.
$139 on Halo 4. Who are the under bidders in the chat? Why don't we have gambling on this? You know how Twitch
Fair
has
warning.
predictions? You can do like you earn the coins on Twitch and you can do
Next lot.
predictions and shit. Why doesn't YouTube have that?
$12.
What a load of shit.
$24.
We need to be giving away like Greg coin and stuff, and people need to be
$28.
accumulating their Greg coin in chat.
$32.
Then you can spend your Greg coin to like get a free membership or some shit.
$48.
YouTube live, the YouTube live experience stinks. $139 for the 9.8A plus. Oh, Hulk!
Next lot.
9.48 plus on the Incredible Hulk. Yo, Figsy, welcome in, dude. You're just in time to hear me rant about the about YouTube live streaming.
$50.
Oh yeah, Twitch chat, the Twitch live experience is so freaking good, man. Like so good. It's so good. 9.8A plus on Mortal Kombat DC Universe. You told me to switch to Twitch. It just feels bad to segregate the audience, Jesus.
Fair warning.
That's why I didn't do it. But the actual functions that you have as a Twitch streamer are just better. There's just more shit you can do. Live rewind is huge, JK. That's true. You can't live rewind on Twitch. That is huge. You're right.
$90.
I heard most of the team working on streaming. The focus is short content. Great. Well, I guess I won't look forward to any new updates in the near future in that case. It's so crazy that YouTube isn't making more of a push to dominate the streaming like space. It just seems like I don't know. It seems like they could.
$14.
Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. 9.8 A++ platinum hits goes for $124. Here's the Orange Box 9.0A. Really cool game on 360. One that could become a very collectible 360 game in the future, perhaps.
Next lot.
Maybe. Sold for fuck all today anyway. $61 for 9.0A. Here's Soul Calibur 4, 9.2A+. Come on. I'm not sitting here all night. I'm not sitting here all night so we can watch this game sell for like $60. If no one wants it for $50, I'll gladly take Soul Calibur 4. Cool game, cool franchise.
$18, $20, $22, $24, $26, $28, $30.
There we go. Took it up to $59. Now if someone wants it, whatever.
Fair warning.
Am I gonna get it?
Next lot.
Let's go!
$2, $24.
$57. Nice little Soul Calibur 4 added to the collection. It says it's a do not sell before as well. Early print copy. Let's go.
$42.
That's dope. I didn't think I was actually gonna win it for $57. Okay.
Fair warning.
Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 9.6A+. I'll toss a bit at this too.
$48. $50. $55.
Like I said, since I'm going to be combining shipping anyway, it just makes it so much worth it. So much more worth it for me to bid on some of this shit.
Fair warning.
One more.
$70.
Get those junk slabs, yes. I mean, shit, HW. I like Soul Calibur, so whatever, you know what I mean?
Next lot.
Oh, I got the Ultimate Mortal Kombat too. Let's go. 9.6A+ on this one. $94. That's like $200 today. Well spent.
$24.
Here's Viva Pinata, 9.4A+.
Fair warning.
Do I want to buy Viva Pinata for $50? Not really. I have to draw the line somewhere. Yeah, D-Greg Gaming, exactly. D-Gen Gaming over here. It's one of those things where I don't care about Soul Calibur 4 to a high degree, right? But I want to have every Soul Calibur game factory sealed and graded. So if I can just pay, what is it, $57 to have one that's in like good, not great condition, already graded, I never have to think about it again, I have no complaints. I will do that all day long. That is fantastic. So, like, whatever, you know? Okay. Works for me. At the top of the auction today, wow, we actually had a low ceiling today. The Street Fighter 2, believe it or not, at $1,500 was the top item in the auction. That's kind of crazy. Right underneath it, we have the two PAL copies, Oracle of Ages and Seasons. $1,400 and $1,300 respectively. Morrowind is even in the top 5 here. $1,320 for the 9.6A+. And then we have Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain Collector's Edition. VGA 95 for $1,200. And that's the top 5 games today. Kind of freaking crazy. Isn't the first Rocket League game on Xbox One, Mike? I think it's an Xbox One release for the first one. Not sure. Yeah, I think I did buy all fighting games tonight, didn't I? I got the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection, Soul Calibur, and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. Woohoo! The one thing with the Marvel vs. Capcom, though, do you guys know anything about the variants? I still haven't figured it out. There's black copyright and white copyright. Any clue? Any clue which is which? I bought a white copyright tonight. Seems like it's the more common of the two versions, but I have no idea which is which. Not sure. That's why I was only willing to spend like $100 on it, because like, again, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, awesome game. So, wanted to pick that up for the collection. But yeah. You like the PS3 box arts better? I like collecting 360 way better, JK. I like collecting 360 games way better than PS3. But that is a night. That is a night. If any of you guys figure out this variant on Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, let me know. Very curious. I appreciate you guys coming out. That's fun. It's always a fun week when I get to win some shit. That is the good stuff. No for the first Rocket League. Where is it, JK? Oh, it's on PS3. It has this name like Supersonic Battle Cards or something. Does that really count, though? Does that really count? On that note, consign with Heritage Auctions. Reach out if you want to be into the weeklies. We watch every single Tuesday. Huge thank you to them sponsoring. Huge thank you to you guys coming out tonight. Videogames@ha.com for any questions you have about the consignment process. Next week, we have the Ultimate Fighting Game Showcase on Thursday. So, we'll check that out. But until then, I'll see you guys next week. Have a good night, guys. Goodbye.